joining us. We were just discussing the Furiosians and their descent on Under Mountain through the majesty of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here? So we're just past Christmas, so it's been a couple weeks since we've been together. But don't you worry, we had a whole catalog ready for you guys, spitting it out so that way you can continually be entertained. We are up to 22 subscribers right now, and the analytics are actually pretty good. So we actually are starting to get a little sizzle, a little bit of a fan base. I'm kind of excited, waiting for those chatterbugs to get in the comments and things like that. Let us know that they exist. I know that Daniel's put one comment in a long time ago.
I'm sure it was an insult.
I believe it was something I think it was pure. I think it was just I think it was literally what it was. And then I replied indubitably. Yes, that's see if you can find that episode. It's a great one. Some things happen. Just like things are going to happen now. Just like things happened last session when the good doctor had, through going through the dungeon and finding a small chest that was lined with lead, figuring out a way to open it up, had discovered that there was a heart that was resting inside of it that was still beating. Getting a little bit of information from it, the good doctor decided that it was something that was just drawing him to it, and from your belief to regain the powers that this heart may contain, you consumed it through the privacy of yourself back to Wall, where the rest of the gang, except I believe possibly Elimae was there with you, and Hal.
Elimae and Hal.
You immediately vomited and passed out.
Interesting powers.
Once sort of gathering yourselves back up, you had headed to where you had last saw the air elemental when Ryo and Team Elimae had sort of split up. There was a portion of the dungeon where you all had, I believe it was Hal, Gobs, and Ryo had gotten ambushed by an air elemental and succeeded in destroying it.
God gave it the good suck.
Gave it the good suck, that's right. So decided that that's where the Furiosians wanted to go, and because you do recall there was a door there that you had not seen, you had not gone through, so kind of leading into there, there was a door as you were continuing on down into the southern portions of the dungeon that you had opened up that had exploded, seemingly triggered as you opened up the door with this massive amount of power that did Gob quite a bit of damage, as I believe one of the help that the good doctor had that pretty much just incinerated.
It was like,
So, going into the hallway, sort of piecing together that not only was this a trap, but also kind of an alarm system, you had made your way up to a door that you were familiar that the Xanathar sort of huddle at. This was the door that you had seen a bugbear basically inflamed walk through, and that door is the door that you went through when you helped out the Xanathar from the Grick attack. This very same door you had listened in and realized that the Xanathar were for sure aware that you were coming and were planning to basically ambush as soon as that door opened. You all, picking this up, had decided to go through the secret door that Ryo had discovered to basically go around and circumvent this situation, and had gotten to the back, discovering another secret door that you had not been aware of. And going down the hallway, seeing the backs of several goblins, bugbears, and a hobgoblin captain, all basically facing that door in strategic positions, ready to go as soon as it opened up. You all quietly came up with a course of action and decided to use, I think it was cloud mist?
Fog
cloud, that's what it was, yes.
very useful.
Which was extremely useful. It basically eliminated the threat of any archers that were strategically placed with weapons ready. As that was done, you basically just waited for them to funnel through and took them out one by one instead of dealing with a dozen of them all at the same time. And eventually did succeed, and it was a hard-fought battle, but eventually did succeed in taking out this station of the Xanathar. So, currently as it is,
Remember, one
except one did run down that diagonal hallway.
Pretty bad too.
Pretty bad, yes, but one did escape. But for the majority of it, you guys are standing around multiple bodies that are sort of mangled and twisted with their arms in like unnatural positions, just kind of how they fell. You're standing in this very large room that you're familiar with, seeing the, as you're kind of getting your bearings, just to kind of paint the picture, there's a door behind you. That's the door that you all had listened to. That's the door that you entered in for the Grix attack. That door is behind you. To your left, you see the obelisk that is up a couple of stairs and on a raised dais. In front of you is the hallway that you had snuck in. To your right, there's an alcove, and then just a little bit behind it, or to the right of that, behind you is that diagonal hallway.
Isn't that the map room in here too? That had like that table or something like that? That had like,
I think that's down the hallway.
That's down the hallway. Oh, okay.
Wait, map room?
I thought there was like
The one that
Keelan mentioned or something.
No, you haven't seen a map room yet. No.
he mentioned, he alluded to it being down that hallway, though, right? Where the chair's on the ceiling.
Yeah, there's a chair on the ceiling.
No, that was where in the brick layer.
Oh, it's
So-
down that
So
hallway. down
in front of
there.
you is that hallway that you guys have snuck into. Beyond that is that wall with the sort of carved out portion of that wall, sort of
Okay.
coarsely carved out that you guys snuck through.
So the hallway we're thinking of is past the brick layer, and it curves around to the right.
So,
and that's where the little
through,
door is,
I'm trying to
closet.
recall. So 'cause the group was split up. So it was Mobrick, it was the
Mobrick,
good doctor,
good
and
doctor,
Elimae that had crawled through that crude hallway, and
When
there was a
we fought the
left and
first
right
time.
split up.
Yeah, Keelan.
You guys went left, that's where Mobrick was attacked by the 6 Grix
Yes.
and sort of ambushed. Then you guys had found Keelan. And it, as far as Keelan has described, it's basically a circle. But you guys decided to rescue Keelan, so you did not deal with
We didn't go
the
through the
Grix and the throne of the ceiling. That is still yet to be discovered.
So that's what that is.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm gonna approach the obelisk.
I'm gonna go with you.
So, real quick though, just as the group is sort of collecting yourselves and catching your breath from a well-deserved, hard-fought battle, Ezekiel, you're finding it a little bit harder to catch your breath. Your chest is beating fast. You have this sharp pain, and you can feel it in your heart, and you sort of clench onto your jacket, and you sort of squeeze down in your jaw as you're trying to deal with the pain. It takes about a minute, and sort of as you unclench your jaw muscles and that like slight ringing in your ear goes away, the pain hasn't gone away, but it's at least tolerable. And at this point, you just feel this exhaustion wash over you. You are at a level 2 exhaustion.
Jesus Christ!
You would like to go see the obelisk?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the good. Do I notice the good doctor?
Good doctor's taking a medicine check on himself immediately.
Okay.
Do I notice the good doctor looking at himself, looking weary?
Unless he's trying to make it physically noticeable?
He would definitely try to keep it to himself, but I got dirty 20.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm giving you guidance.
In that minute that you're sort of paying attention to what is going on with you, you're sort of rolling through all of the possible options. It definitely feels like some sort of poison is progressing, but the speed that it is much slower than an organic poison that you're aware of. You're make an Arcana check for me as well.
I like to imagine what was happening. Gobs just looking
And I'll
at
keep
the
in mind that you got
diagonal
a
hallway,
dirty
like
20.
23.
Okay,
didn't
great.
want me to go chase me down. Didn't get you.
Keeping it to yourself and just
Might be dangerous, God.
again, so much is covered up by the mask. Your like facial expressions and things that you feel comfortable at least expressing because you know that nobody can see. You feel there's while there is probably some good things to be had, you do feel a difference. You do feel like there's a curse. Something is affecting you in a slow, deteriorating
Okay, so that heart was bad.
I think the nat one.
So as you're dealing with that, how
Restoration?
Lesser restoration, not greater.
Does
Greater is the one that gets rid of curses.
so how you walk up to
That's fifth
the
level.
obelisk,
Yes.
and so as you walk up these, there's like 3 steps that goes up to the platform, and you can see that there are
Let's go to the church.
probably a dozen sort of hastily placed bedrolls, and you can see some bits of food and things. This is obviously a common area for the goblins. And as you sort of make your way to the dais, you see from your height, you guess it's probably around 14 feet. You see that it has a lidless eye that is carved near the top of the face that is facing you. The other 3 sides don't have that same symbol.
Can I do a religion?
I didn't
check
roll
on
those
this?
with disadvantage. I forgot about that first level exhaustion.
You did not, yeah, that's true. But
I mean, either way, the first one would have been.
you have the information. But yes, yeah, I completely forgot that it's disadvantage. Yeah.
Can I roll a religion check on this?
Go ahead. Yeah. See what you can gather with religion.
That would be a 15.
Doesn't seem to have any kind of religious representation.
I would like to touch it though.
Okay. Do you go up and touch it? The
Just to
material, yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel it over. The material's unknown to you. It's so perfectly smooth that it couldn't possibly be from rock, but it's also it has this sort of texture and inconsistency in the grainwork that would reflect stone. But it can't be a metal. It's just like what the material is just unknown to you. You do see that on the bottom of it though, there are a couple of small handprints that you would deduce would be goblins. What they're there for, or why, you have no idea.
I would like to take a picture of my smartphone so I can bring it back to the church later.
Sure.
So they can identify them.
Yeah.
Does Gob recognize any? Does it look anything Xanathar related to him?
Nope.
I would like to search the area to see if they left any notes.
Gob wants to search that.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Can Gob search the body of that hobgoblin captain?
Sure.
Okay. Do we roll anything?
Yeah, make an
Oh,
investigation check.
yeah.
Ooh. It's we're off to a
21.
fire start.
Okay. So as you're investigating that area, correct?
Yeah, seeing if there's any notes, because
Okay.
it seems like an important area. For...
Don't find any notes. Again, you do find small amount of materials. Like you do find a little bit of gunpowder. You do find a little bit of different kinds of foods, but nothing significant. Nothing that really brings your attention
I'll
out.
take that
You
gunpowder.
ready for this? 7.
7.
Try sniffing.
Pretty interested in the uniform. The uniform definitely
Bullshit.
represents some sort of rank.
Oh.
I will say, even with a 7, you do recognize something that's pretty interesting. That on the right the right ankle of the captain is a sort of fit-formed bracelet, and it has the number.
So an anklet.
It is an anklet on an ankle. Yes.
That's usually where anklets go.
But it's a very bare, basic brass anklet. Now I'm doubting myself. And it has the number 20 carved into it.
Natural 20. I knew it.
Does it like come off or?
Can the good doctor.
Are you gonna try to take it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without like breaking it. God wants to try and keep it whole.
Sure. So yeah, you do. It takes a couple of. It chips up, then over, then up, then over, and then it comes apart in 2.
God's gonna put it on his own ankle.
Okay. All right.
And
That
then
was-
God wants to walk over to the obelisk.
Okay.
Does he see the little goblin handprints?
Yeah. Okay. Like Disney
Yeah.
with the
He
yours.
sticks his hands. He's like,
I was
these
just
are
gonna say-
familiar.
I was
Do
just
they
gonna
fit?
stare
So
at you.
up till, of course not. Yours are much bigger.
Yours are
than
so
these
much bigger.
puny, you know what I mean? Like big dick energy, baby. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing like these little buddies.
These tiny goblins.
Yeah, these
you
little
know?
babies.
Yeah.
Little babies.
I
Baby.
wonder what they
Little
would do.
baby.
Not you.
Little baby.
I'm gonna-
They're just so cute.
I'm gonna go up to the good doctor and I cannot decipher what they were doing here with the purpose of this obelisk is.
So it's a big, just like, barely looks carved, flawless obelisk
With an eye on it.
with an eye on it.
Can I use detect magic on it?
Sure.
Okay.
And you look over and you see Gob just put his hands in. He's like, guys, I don't think these are goblin hands.
So
I
you're
mean,
gonna
we're playing with
step
fit.
back a little bit and you cast detect magic, and you do get a strong sense of abjuration from this.
Abjuration.
Good doctor. With that, I is going to take an Arcana check on it.
I'll give you some
Okay.
guidance.
Please do, because I have
+4.
disadvantage.
I like to imagine Gob, after he realizes his
Yeah,
hands don't
+4.
fit.
18.
Okay, and what are you trying to?
With the idea that it's abjuration, to see if there's any form of like, I guess try to decipher what it would be used for.
No idea. I mean, other than the eye, which you're not really sure what the significance of that is. Nothing that you can recall tells you about.
Have we been told what Xanathar is?
I think we have.
I think we have.
You were told by
That-
the
the
initial
rumor is he
bugbear
was
that
a
you had
beholder.
talked to when you first entered Undermountain that Xanathar is a beholder.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a name that he has, and that's the organization's name.
Alright.
I think Gob's going to turn around after he realizes his hands don't fit, and he's going to hold up his leg and point to his ankle and be like, hey guys, got a new piece of jewelry, you guys like it?
Where'd you get that?
Don't let that captain do. Yeah.
It looks nice.
Something like
I
that.
really like it.
I don't know what number 20 means, but you know, I can't count that. It's on there.
Your number.
I think. I don't know, it's too bigger than whatever that one is.
Yeah, 20.
So it's blocking,
So,
vanishing, or
so
affecting-
again, just again, so everybody knows, like, you may not have this information readily available, but there are, you guys can do research, you guys
How tall is this obelisk?
it's really tall to you, but somewhere around 14 feet.
If it's abjuration, it must be protecting something.
Is there, what's like
Or
the
keeping something
ceiling
out.
structure look like?
It's about 20 feet. It's roughly carved in this ceiling, in this room.
Okay.
Some ceilings are, like, you know that the hallway coming out of the Undertaker's, was, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like circle. It was a domed ceiling. This does not look like it was well crafted.
I'm gonna take like a small knife and tap the obelisk with it.
Okay. You take your knife and what are you trying to do with it? Just to touch it?
Basically, like put a little force behind it, see if anything chips off from like that glance.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
Is there anything that to where God could climb up the wall a little bit and then take his whip, latch onto something, and then climb up so that way he's closer to the top of the obelisk?
Indiana Jones.
15?
Yes, very much Indiana Jones.
Okay, so 15. Okay, so you do stab it, but it doesn't seem to take any kind of damage. No scratch, no.
Nothing, no scratch?
chip, no nothing.
The good doctor.
As far as the ceiling goes, it's not that rough. But,
Was there
I
anything
mean,
nearby that, or God can just climb up the wall and then jump over?
no, because the walls
obelisk?
are about 15 feet away from the obelisk. So I mean,
Alright,
you
it's
can
time for
certainly
my
try-
pole.
If you're trained, you can try to just climb it. Just try to.
No, we
rough
have
dog
the immovable rod. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
just actually climb it.
To like stick it in.
No, he can put it out
Oh yeah,
Set
and
the
then climb
button.
the
and then just keep.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an 8-foot
Goblin
rod.
Ninja Warrior.
So if you
He'd have to
have
keep
one of the taller folk set it.
No.
No,
And
he's
you-
going
Like, you know
to.
that thing in American Ninja Warrior where they
Oh, I see. I see.
He technically could do that, yeah. He just has to keep pressing the button over and over again.
Timing's gonna be a thing. I'm interested in this. I'll let it happen. So, all right. So, but we're gonna start here. So,
Goblin Ninja Warrior, baby.
okay. So we're gonna
I
say
do also have 2 temple
how tall are you?
poles.
You're like 3
3'3".
3, right? I was gonna say 2. Okay, 3 foot 3. All right.
That extra
So-
matters.
I would say with a full hand up, you're about 5 feet. Okay. You click it, you grab it, and you're gonna pull yourself up. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I think he passed.
26.
Okay. Then make an acrobatics check.
Man,
12.
Okay. So yeah. So I'll let that go for your other 2 rolls. But yeah, you, if my math is correct,
3 to 4.
yank up while pushing the button, which basically like just disappears. Like your arms immediately hit, you hit it again, and then you do that twice. And I would say you're about a foot above the tip of the obelisk.
So right next to the eye.
You want to go to the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're about 15 feet up in the air right now.
Only poke the eye.
Okay. So as you're kind of up here, you just got to kind of let down a little bit, and then you poke the eye.
Nothing happens.
The good doctor's gonna kind of look at
What
it.
do you see?
If
What do
This-
you get when you poke an eye?
if this is abjuration magic, which is the fusion of other spells, considering it has an eye, I do believe this would prevent scrying from perhaps on Xanathar operations within Undermountain. And considering the Xanathar regarding this, especially with such a strong force, and considering how much can I roll to see how much the doctor knows about beholders?
Sure, roll a history check. What are you trying to?
If only we still had that
Just
book.
a general kind of generalizing.
It was on William and it got burned.
Okay, go ahead.
Because the player knows beholders
So
are
he-
exceptionally powerful.
Can we buy a new one?
Well, it was handed to us for free from.
Okay, well that's not
We can still buy a new one. That would be a good thing to
If
have.
it's even
Let's
released,
say
because it was a
13.
free copy.
I'm just looking to know if they're paranoid.
This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I mean, I would say even with a 13, it's not hard lore to like pull up.
It's ridiculous.
Each beholder is completely different, but yeah, they're not sane, rational creatures.
So, beholder most certainly would want to keep itself secret. It makes sense that it would have layered protection against scrying spells. I do believe this obelisk is one such thing.
Made with fireball.
Do you have fireball?
How sturdy is the base of this obelisk?
Produce flame.
That's not.
No, that's
I
not
mean,
fireball.
it seems pretty
I love
heavy.
I need more fireballs.
Is it like built into the ground or just kind of sitting there?
Seems to be just sitting there.
God's going to take out his 50 feet of rope. He's going to tie it around the top. He's going to slide down. He's going to walk away, holding the rope.
Okay.
You guys think what I'm thinking?
Hal's gonna go up further the rope and grab onto it too.
Yes.
Oh no.
How many people are helping?
I'm helping.
Sure, the good doctor will help.
Are you helping?
Are you helping?
Sure.
What is everybody's strength score?
19.
16.
17.
12.
Does it actually get 17?
Yeah.
Yes, we've
We've had this conversation.
every time she
Yes.
says her strength. What's your strength?
What is it?
8?
8?
What's your strength?
It's, 12.
I feel
Well,
like I
you all
just
know
feel like
I
that.
had this prepared. It needed to be a combined strength of 16.
That was meant to be!
I'm so. Hold on. 19, 16,
17.
17, 12.
8.
8? Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
19, 16, 17, 12.
12.
8, 60. It's fucking exactly.
Moist critical. Yeah, baby!
That's all I can see.
So, as God ties himself like an anchor to this rope, ties it around the obelisk, and you guys sort of meet where you need to grab onto the rope and start to pull, it does take an exceedingly amount of force to pull this off. You start to hear the cracking of whatever material this is as the cracks sort of start to jump up to the tip, and you even see that the tip cracks off and falls down to the ground. And as you all pull, you realize the trajectory is coming this way, and you all move over to the side as the obelisk crashes. As it crashes, there is a massive wind that basically blinds you. All small debris from the obelisk, almost like it's like a sandstorm to your eyes. You have to shield yourself, and it's about 5 seconds of this just massive wind that blows over, and then just complete silence.
Good doctor is going to go to the rubble and see if there's any like smaller pieces, size of your hand.
God's going to help him.
Yep. Puts it in his bag.
Okay.
Or you can bring it specific or just
Nope.
hand size.
I'm also gonna grab a piece.
Okay. Just make sure you
Yes.
have that on your
Are there any that look really cool?
not really cool. I mean, they're all pretty damaged. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool material, but
I pick
I'm
up.
gonna try to figure out what the material is. This is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
do.
same.
Well, I don't want to be left out, so I'm gonna pick it up too.
You have a
Okay.
weapon.
Yeah.
You couldn't get the core.
I want the pointiest one to stab with. Can I do that?
Is
stab
the one
with?
that's like
Yes.
knife shaped?
Yes.
make an
Like,
investigation
like,
check.
Okay.
can I give him a help action?
Can he help me? He's
I,
helping me
I,
find
I,
another
I
knife.
have the special eyes.
He has
Okay,
a special
alright, you get a
eye.
+4 too.
Hell yeah. You
I
can-
like that.
And I'll say at that point, if Gob's helping you, I'll just say you automatically succeed. You find a couple of pieces that
Okay.
Like an obsidian
almost like
fucking blade.
spears.
What'd you roll?
Yeah.
I rolled an 11, but I didn't add anything, so that was just straight.
Plus the 4.
No big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The good doctor's going to look and he goes, well, as much as I appreciate the progress we're making, the heart may be killing me, and I require that we go back and at the very least rest.
I see.
Are you okay?
No.
Okay.
Possible. What's the second level of exhaustion?
We can
again?
all grab an arm.
Speed's halved, and then also disadvantage on everything.
Good doctor.
Skill
Skill
checks. Skill checks.
Yes.
Carry it. Gotcha.
So
Alright.
the good
I'll
doctor.
take an arm.
Well, I mean,
all
the
four of
good
us.
doctor kind of, I guess, drapes himself onto your shoulders.
Stands
Aww.
up.
No, I want you to carry him like a baby.
There's a.
Speed's still gonna be half, but you can definitely help him out.
I'll try to
Yes,
help
pizza?
too.
If he's on my shoulders?
Is he gonna be on your shoulders? Yeah. Well, your speed would still be half because you're carrying somebody. So your speed would be half.
strong.
Yeah, for sure, but your speed. would
Alright,
still
what
be
if we just. What if Hal just has one end and Gob has the other end?
How much
You can wheelbarrow him.
How much
Your legs may be weak, but your arms, little boy.
I'll take his legs and Gob has like his head and everything. And then
So it's like a wheel because there's the right there.
Yeah.
You're basically just picking him
Well,
up.
then you should have his head.
Oh yeah, I'll have his head.
Or you don't want all this blood coming down his head.
Well, he made it to the top, but he passed out.
yeah. That's,
Keep him that way. He'll figure it out.
There's one issue with returning back the passageway. We don't know if it activates again.
Wait, which passageway?
The mirrors.
The mirrors.
Fuck.
I could go ahead and test it. I can draw the eye if I need to.
That might be what we have to do.
I may be injured now, but I should be able to.
You, me, and Gob could all try to go first, and then you two could stay back. You're a healer.
Send me a coach.
I've got
Good.
like 4 first level spells.
I still have.
Any
I am-
spells?
And 1.
I still have my turn undead, so I can scare them away.
I have one healing spell. I have one first level spell.
I have one spell slot left.
Yeah.
It's Misty Step. We could try it, but I don't know if stealthing is gonna. If it's magic.
Wait, how long is that hallway again?
It's probably about 90, 100 feet.
Could-
It's more than 30, for sure.
I've never personally had a
It makes you separate only work on you.
I just kind of do them whenever I want.
Oh, pass without a trace. That's
Oh,
fine.
is that what, yeah.
Yeah.
To sneak by?
Yeah, but I don't know if stealth, if it's magic, it wouldn't matter, right?
No idea.
If we threw something down the hallway to distract it, just to see if it would come out.
What was the
Or a
noise?
shiny rock.
We have enough rocks now.
A one
Just
apple.
throw one
I
and
require
see
one
if it
apple,
goes
sorry.
out.
Alright.
The troll toll.
Let's
We didn't find it.
Alright, we head back to the hallway.
Okay.
Gobs holding
Alright.
good doctor's feet.
Hal's holding the front.
On your shoulders.
So, as you gather you guys selves back up, you are going to go through that door that you listened into, correct? Okay. So you go through that door, down the hallway where the barricade is set up. Now, on
Giant
this side,
sign.
it's a little bit easier, but I would say you're going to need some help climbing over. As long as somebody's helping you, you're good.
Hands on butt.
Okay.
Hal can help
So
too.
you guys might need to help
Ooh, I
the
can't
good
ride
doctor
sheep.
over the barrels to make
Yeah,
sure that he
and
doesn't end up
Doing
toppling over,
squeeze
getting
too?
stabbed by one of the spears. But again, all the spears are facing the opposite direction, so it's much easier this
The
turn.
good doctor always feels a squeeze on him, but each of his cheeks.
You're
A
good
goblin
news,
hand,
brother.
a goblin hand, a goblin hand, and a dragonborn hand.
You do squats.
Oh man.
One hand's bigger
Want
than
to
the
work out
other.
sometime?
The one
So-
hand is definitely stronger.
Yeah.
As you make your way back
The
down the
smaller one
hallway,
is stronger than
um,
the bigger.
you get a strong
Gives you-
smell of something that some of you are used to, maybe not Gob, of hydrogen peroxide. And as you make your way to that door that was triggered, you can see that there are these, it's like a mashed together like black paste and that really strong smell of hydrogen peroxide and gunpowder that seemed to be mixed up to make some sort of explosive that was triggered by a pin connected to the door. doesn't seem like it's triggered down, so you'll open the door, but keep an eye on that. Make your way through.
Is the stuff sitting there still?
Well, it's used, but you can smell it, like the actual what's left over of it, and then there are pieces that didn't, detonate or things like that, or maybe they smeared and it didn't fully catch. Make your way down the hallway through the double doors and continue on up past the tiefling skeleton, past where you had initially.
Tiefling skeleton's still in my bag.
Oh, yeah, well, that's where you found it. Then going up that hallway to
It has a chalk outline.
where?
Right now.
A
couple numbers.
1938.
There's a cop.
Yeah.
Have you seen a body here?
No! Did you guys wash your hands?
It's just like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where it cut between King Arthur and then his real life modern times.
The historian getting killed.
Night
Night on a horse. And you make your way to the hallway. How do you guys want to handle the mirror hallway?
I thought you, me, and we're all gonna go down it.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll follow close behind God.
So, Gob, how are you going down the hallway? Just walking?
One step. It's like
So, like Aladdin in the Cave of Wonder, take a step and
you just gotta
wince.
put one foot in front of the other.
I fully expected
Does anything trigger?
back flipping, front flipping.
So, as Gob takes his first few steps, nothing seems to happen.
Guys, I think we're in the clear.
Alright.
Go to the
I thought you were changing the music, like preparing the battle music. Alright, here we
Yell
go.
on your
I'm
toes.
gonna walk at the same time that he does.
Okay.
We keep on going.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess since Gob's going first, I'll help with the good doctor getting down the
The
hallway.
doctor's gonna hobble forward.
Okay. So
Alright.
I'll make your way down the hallway
We're
and
all going.
sort of holding in your breath, listening. Nothing happens.
Gotta hold his cheeks together.
Perhaps the other
Bugs of
mirrors
steel.
were activated earlier.
And I'm only on one.
That's why they were afraid of it. But then there were still some mirrors that didn't activate.
That or we kicked their ass so hard they went back in the mirror and they said, "Hey guys, let's
I think they're dead.
badasses out
I'm gonna
there."
go with that.
I think they're
Absolutely.
dead. They don't. They didn't go back in the mirror.
Well, they went in the spirit world and they said, "Hey, listen up, guys." Yeah.
Listen.
Oh, and they told them.
What'd they tell them?
He said, "Don't go back out there."
Because the tuna's there.
Big tuna.
That
You
makes
smell
sense.
that salty breeze coming in. You're not going out to the ocean. Oh no.
Then that's when they turn. They look at with the mirror from their point of view. They see Gob's face right in it, and his hand comes through and grabs one of them. I told you.
Do you
Alright, so you'll make your way to the platform, and the bucket does come down, but eventually yelling up. The platform
Oh
starts
wait,
to
are we going all the way
rise.
back to the surface?
Oh yeah.
Is that the plan?
I am not. What
I
time is
just
it?
need a nappy nap.
Oh yeah. I don't know over time.
You do. So as Hal looks at the overtime, somewhere around 3, 4 o'clock.
Gotcha.
I
I'm
think
going
you're
to
gonna
head
say-
back.
Are we in the winter months?
Is it dark outside?
Technically, we are.
It is in what would be October in...
When is Halloween?
What
passed.
parallel are we on?
Wait, did Halloween
How
pass?
far up are we?
I know it's called Liar's Parallel.
Parallel?
How far are we?
Geography.
On
Felt like a globe.
Is Faerun on a 27.3 degree tilt?
Oh, that's not even our Earth's tilt. Is it? That's like 30.1, I think is what it is.
Guys, it's 90
The internet will correct us for sure. Well, remember we had that earthquake in Japan that literally changed the degree fucking nuts.
Anyways, is it dark outside?
You don't want to talk about this for a while?
No,
That
I
an
wanna know.
earthquake changed the tilt of our Earth.
Crazy. I want to go into the surface, and I can't do that because I'm a vampire. So
Is that still recording?
Yeah, it's just always
Just always doing it.
always gonna do that.
Always gonna do it.
Update your Adobe Flash player.
Adobe's dead.
With their reminders. Hey, did you pay your subscription?
There's no way to cancel it, even though it's like Adobe Flash has been dead for
Yeah.
2 years. 3 years.
Okay, so
One of my
Elimae
favorite
staying
costumes.
behind.
Absolutely. I'm
Where
gonna
are you
go head to my homies, my
Okay,
dead
yeah.
friends.
The fam.
Yep.
Who's all going to the surface?
You think I have a reason?
If the heart is causing you issues, you might need to seek.
I think the good doctor is
Professional
definitely
help.
getting less and less coherent as like you start traveling. I think it's definitely gone from like the calm demeanor to just yes. Yeah, he needs to go up.
I might want to bring him to my brothers.
You know, I'm no medical professional
Go sit
myself, but
No, the clerics of Ilmater.
But you said brothers.
Yes, in a spiritual sense.
you know, doctor, for once I understand you.
In a spiritual sense.
Once I don't understand you.
Okay, so
I
Ryo
hope
and Elimae are
everything-
staying behind, and the three of you are heading up to the surface.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Is this our last free use going up?
You guys haven't exactly made a deal with Durnan. It was a little bit busy when you guys had descended down.
He gave it to us for free when we came when we
He
went
did
down.
give it to you guys for free, but you guys
Yeah.
are talking about some sort of membership, and nothing has been clarified as of yet.
Show him some titties.
So, as you guys do rise up, it is Durnan that does greet you with sort of the like bothered, you know. You look around the bar. It's not that busy, but there is a sort of a young teenager that is sort of eager to see you guys come up. That immediately like straightens himself up, and you know, as you guys sort of present yourself,
Recognizes?
Durnan looks at you guys and
Hal just throws his cape back, the shining armor. That's
it's like, all right, this one's free, but we do need to discuss details if you guys are going to.
next time we head down, we will.
Yeah, we'll just kick the bucket down the road for sure. Come on up. You guys need anything, drinks or anything like that?
No.
I
We
would
need
like a water.
Well, I guess.
Going heavy. All right.
I could use about a 3 o'clock beer.
The good doctor proceeds
Send me
to
some mac and
take
cheese.
his mug of water and just start pouring it on his mask.
Doctor, you wanna? I'm gonna like reach up and. Oh, you wanna do that?
Like the mask is still on and he's just pouring it.
Yes.
Stop thinking that's his face.
Come along, good doctor.
I like the realization that Cameron has a player going, I
Gob,
might think that's your face.
Gob, Ezekiel. Let us get moving.
I am hydrated now.
I don't think you're hydrated.
We're seeing his fat.
He's got brothers apparently, yeah.
In a spiritual sense, I am a cleric.
I want to charge you for a water, but I don't have. I'll see you when you get back.
I love that you
I
become
eat
dad.
strange meats.
So, Hal is gonna.
Did God notice that kid that was.
Yeah, I would say all of you did. He was pretty. Yeah, there's not a lot of people in the bar.
I'm
I'll
about
wave to him, and then,
Wait, then don't start. Just get over there.
yeah, just wave to him. Yes, I wave.
The good doctor's about to do something terrible.
I'm gonna try to guide the.
The good doctor,
I'm just
you
gonna nod
see
to
him,
him. I'm gonna
you
walk
see
off.
the good doctor reaching into his bag, and he's like, no, must get candy for the little one. And he's
Wait,
pulling out
wait.
the dried flesh of the basilisk that he has in his bag. Where am I?
I thought that was just.
We're going
We're
to
at the gate gas station.
a hospital since you are a doctor.
Oh, Jesus. Have we told you that story?
Nope.
There was one day, it was really hot out, and
Summer day.
it was back when we were in the truck without any AC and had any water. And were we hungover too?
Yes.
We were hungover,
Awful.
and my brain was like fucked. Could not think straight for the whole day. And I'm in this gas station while he went to the bathroom, and I don't know where I am.
4 hours at this point.
I don't know where I am. I'm looking at the beer, because that's generally my first beeline, and my brain kept saying, there is Gatorade next to the beer. And I kept going, and like, I'm in the beer aisle, where's the Gatorade? Where am I? I'm in the beer aisle, where's the Gatorade? And it was just on a loop, and then Cameron,
I walk out of the bathroom and I'm like, let's go, let's get a hot dog. And I see Gabe and he's just looking at the beer, just like a little kid, just lost. He's like, where's my dad? And I'm like,
So that's a good doctor
why
right
are you
now.
at the beer? And he looks at me just with the most utterly confused face I've ever seen. He goes, I don't know where I am.
it was a long day.
I remember those days.
I did not get better for another 2 hours.
Absolutely.
So the three of you, what do you all
That's what I'll do. Just walk over there.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as like he notices you, he like looks at like the table. Like for some reason, the surface of the table is interesting, and then kind of looks back up to you. Like, hey.
Gob leans up on the table.
He sort of matches your, and then like realizes that he's doing it. Like, hey.
What's going on there?
Hello?
Hi.
The good doctor is.
You guys are the Furiosians, right?
The good doctor stumbles
Yes.
over.
Let's see.
His tie's already straightened and it looks like he's trying to straighten it, but he makes it crooked, like really bad, and he goes, "Ah, good day, doctor."
Oh.
He's
No, not.
experienced
So
something.
you
like
see,
that.
he's the doctor. He's speaking
Yeah.
to himself in the third. It's a new thing he's trying out. Yeah, it's like I'd say, like, hey, how's it going there, beautiful?
Yeah.
Gob, we should really go to the church.
Even admire.
You guys.
We'll be back here shortly.
Hey, I go to church too.
What
You
church?
go to with his brothers.
I don't. Do you brothers go to church? Maybe I know them. I don't.
In
I
a
think they own
spiritual,
the church.
in a spiritual sense.
They are the church.
I worship Elimae.
I got you. I'm ready.
Name's Gobsino.
He like shakes your hand like.
And I'm
Like,
Halaseliax.
Yeah, no,
I'm the
Kinda-
doctor.
Somebody call him a good one.
I heard what
I'm a
I
doctor.
heard what they did to you guys with the newspaper thing. Like, I just want to let you know. Like, some of us are like, we know you guys actually did it.
There's a dragon
They
head
know about us. They know about
in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Like some of my friends at school, like if we talk about like we know you guys live over here.
The good doctor is not looking at
I-
him when he's talking.
I want you to know, and he like, I want to let you guys know. I am good with a sword. I don't know if you guys. I know you guys are going down there. Do you guys recruit? How does this work?
How long are we gonna be
I
at
wanna
the
join.
church? How long are we gonna be at the church, Al?
Possibly not
I'm
too
gonna
long.
roll
We just need to
a
get him.
constitution check for the
Me?
good doctor.
Okay.
Get a moment of clarity.
Tell you what, get there, Rennie. Meet me at Trollskull Manor around 6 o'clock.
18.
Do the test.
18. He's like, yeah. There's a moment where like it's like breaking a fever. Like you're like, oh, we came up. Oh yeah, no, we're here. Yeah, of course we're.
Who's this kid?
And he looks and says, "Oh, my tie is terrible."
Who is this kid?
Oh, young one.
Yeah.
I apologize. I have eaten a heart and it is not going well.
Oh man.
If you're
It's-
looking, perhaps we require help actually.
Yeah.
At Trollskull Manor, perhaps maybe a younger employee to work for Keelam.
Is that down there?
No,
No.
we own a tavern. But if you're
You can come down with us.
Hey,
we don't know what
I'm
to
not
do.
a fighter, man.
He's gonna fight.
I enjoy your spirit.
however you were to work with us, then maybe we could train you. But we're not open to bringing fresh blood into Undermount.
The horrors down there
I
will
can
scar
remember
your
the-
mind and
She's
tear
been
your
down there?
flesh.
I mean, I keep my head on a swivel. I'm just one of
And then the
ladies
Grex
stop
will
me.
pull the brain from your skull.
Yeah, but are they like
I've
good
never
looking?
seen him do that once though.
Well, there was.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
See, I like
I admire
My
your
parents
spirit.
got divorced. I've seen them all.
I'm so sorry.
At least you knew your parents, yeah.
Yeah, I did. They still
I know
still
why.
love each other.
Well,
Two
if you
Christmases.
want, if you want,
I had a really good childhood actually, but that doesn't mean I don't have a.
See, he's got the spirit, guys. Look at it. Hey, guys,
Just you gotta see me. You gotta see me.
Guys,
if you want to observe us,
let me put it this way, right? When I look in a
That's
mirror,
sad. I can't.
that's the kind of spirit I see, alright?
yes, he has the spirit, but he's too young for this. He's not
See, I bet he was told he couldn't do it. Look at him now.
I was, yeah. He understands it, he gets it.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
Yes, but through
You got the
rigorous
great
training, he got to that point. You
Mhm.
still need that.
That's what I got. Yeah, for sure.
And I could train him.
Yes, but it'll take a long time.
Like my friends, they run in the woods. And I count like 10 minutes. Like 10 state that doesn't exist in this world.
Ezekiel, you should probably go to the
And
church.
then I.
Yes, I could feel
You know what?
my fever returning.
I like to
Um,
see sneaky, I like it.
I would prefer extra help, maybe a trainee, but wait until Undermountain.
Yes.
If you would like to pursue this, then perhaps meet us at Trollskull Manor.
Chance to hang out with you guys, like, for sure. I don't know what that is, though.
I'll give him directions.
Or you can.
Okay, so yeah.
Them out.
So you write down on like a cocktail napkin where all great ideas are made. Kind of
Yeah.
write down where the
Okay,
directions
I'll
are, and he looks at it sort of. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Said that your name was
Where am
Remmy.
I?
Ready.
I'm gonna grab the good doctor and I'm gonna start heading to the church.
Okay. Like way too loud for the room. Bye. Bye. Please.
Is somebody like that, dude? Bye!
Bye. Bye.
He gets it,
I'll
he
put my
gets it,
hand
yeah.
like this.
Okay.
Just,
The good doctor looking the other way. Goodbye, doctor.
I like to imagine the good doctor's looking out the exit going, goodbye.
Yes, that is. Y'all are leading him that way, and he's saying, y'all are waving behind you, and he's like, yes. Bye.
See you later.
Doctor, I don't know what's gotten into you, but I kinda like it.
he's dying. That's what it's gotten into.
Okay. So where are you all heading now?
To the church. Tier, aka with the church of the water connected to it.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
They specialize in fixing
Is it in
people.
the basement?
they do have people.
It's not that
available.
important.
Well, no, the basement is where they had that torture chamber where you were.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
That's the tier.
That's the sub-basement.
There's a
The
there's a wing
dumb
of the
basement.
church that is not accessible to the public.
Alright, real quick, I'm gonna grab my phone.
And I'm sure the Church of Elmodern has no idea what's going on down there. But, you know.
Okay, so while the good doctor is doing that,
'Cause they don't
you
like
two, what are your plans?
I am going to
Dance.
the homies. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Yep.
But what does that look like? You know what I mean?
I'm walking.
Right.
Right.
And then you get to.
Urktarl and
The
all
homies.
I want to know what is Urktarl around?
So as you walk into like the main chamber with the three statues,
They go,
Urktarl is sort
"Hey!"
of talking to a small group of people.
Mhm.
Two figures together, sort of making a couple of calls, and then sees you and you as well. Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, we just
You look a mess.
yes, we're exhausted.
Right.
We just fought Xanathar.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Finished.
we keep walking into rooms and seeing people, so
So we're not done yet.
I don't think so. But
We're making pro- you
we're
guys
making
can go.
progress. We're making progress. We found an obelisk.
And I just pulled a
Prepping
piece.
some
Don't know what
verbiage.
that is, but
Yeah.
maybe you could sell it.
I
We
love
think that there was some non-detect magic.
You have to see the
Used.
first one.
Non-detect magic
This is
on.
from my favorite
The
YouTube
obelisk.
series of all time. It's a
Okay, so you don't know if it's magical or not.
Yeah, we're still
It's also a really good
Working our way
introduction to 40k lore.
I'm gonna call him.
Sorry, what is it again? Because you just pulled up pieces. What is it again?
an obelisk.
So did you? So it's that the piece?
That's a piece of it, yes.
It was really big.
Oh, so you broke it.
Yes.
Yes. We pulled it down. And it went.
Well, if it was magical, it's not anymore.
Yeah.
As far as my understanding of magics.
For sure.
So
So it's
Well, my-
don't worry about it being non-detectable. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
now for sure.
fixed it. I took care of that problem.
All right.
I pull my coffee cup out and I'm like,
I have some things to do. He walks up the stairs.
You're a druid. You can make yourself good berries. You don't even need coffee.
that spell. And I have better ones.
Okay, so I want to walk into the room
Better ones?
across from that
Good
and
berries.
rest.
Sort of best
Where like
berries.
the beds and stuff were.
The regular sleeping quarters, or where you
It's
woke
the
up.
good one, though.
From
Okay,
here, I get
well,
free health.
I guess it doesn't
Because
matter.
Ryan was unaware of that room as of right now.
That's right.
Technically, since it's from a spell. if I
I'm gonna
have
sleep
my
in
child
that.
sack,
The
that'd be
great
healed
common
for
room.
1d8.
Yeah.
Technically, you could eat
Okay,
good berries.
it still is at like 3 o'clock, so.
I mean, I still need to rest anyways. I'm
Sure,
short
so you
rest.
can go there and like short
Sure,
rest
there's
with
no-
anything you want to do.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while you're taking
Sure,
a
there's
break.
some limitations.
Can I have a nap?
Because, like,
Huh?
Which
Nap.
it makes you full
Get
the
some
first
coffee.
one you eat. So
some
if you
fuck
keep
shit.
eating more,
He's
you
not
probably
here, so I
get like
can't do anything.
exhausted.
I was gonna
It's
say
like,
while I was
should
resting,
be
we
eaten
could.
tonight.
But no, I guess just hang out.
Okay. Alright, so the three of you heading to the Church of Elmater, the Trinity, Church of Tyr, Halls of Justice. You get there, the doors are open, all four of them, the two double doors, and There are about 3 people walking out, and then you do see the familiar Dragonborn that usually greets people that walk into the church. That looks at you and sort of sees, not able to see your eyes, but sort of sees this sort of discombobulated sort of motioning up the stairs with assistance.
So the
Honestly,
Are we still carrying?
good doctors. I think it's just like arm draped over each of you, and he was,
Well, I'm 6'8", and he's like.
he's doing his best. He keeps readjusting his arms.
She sort of clasps her
arms wrapped around Hal, legs wrapped around.
The good doctor looks up at the Dragonborn and goes,
Oh my god.
Ezekiel is present. I have brought the hams.
We're the hams, yeah.
the Hams.
Yep.
That's the name of your organization.
No, we are
Just
the
the two of us.
We are the Furiosians, and
We're the as a whole we're the Furiosians,
I
right?
recognize you two.
I'm going to the church.
And singularly, I'm the big tuna.
This
Together we're the
Dragonborn
Hams.
is church tier, right?
Yes.
Okay, we are heading towards the Church of Elimae.
Okay. Yeah, you know it's down to
Yes.
the right, down the hall.
Thank you.
Okay. So you head down to the right wing of the church, the halls of
I'm gonna
justice.
whisper to God, I'm a better dragon than him.
For sure.
And are greeted by a human cleric.
I'm a better human.
Sort of a scrawny man with a little goatee, slick back, short hair, who looks at you three and is like, yes, well, welcome.
Hello, we're the hams, and this is the good doctor.
He might need some magical medical attention.
He's a good doctor, but he's not doing so good, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, doctor, yeah.
Where am I?
The Church of Amador.
Bodder?
Amador?
Hodder.
Butter.
You got it.
He is disoriented.
Okay, like from. Well, here, sit down. And he gets some water, pours it in from it, like a ceramic pot, into a glass and hands it to you.
Goes it on this mask.
Get Gobs up. Put his mask up again.
If we could, if I even may, he goes to adjust and like take off your mask.
I don't know if the good doctor's cognizant enough to stop it.
Gob's gonna stop him and go, hey, pal.
I'm just trying to help your friend.
You're gonna rip his face off, alright?
He has some pre-existing.
I just walked up to you and I grabbed hold of your skin and I tried to take it off.
That's right.
No,
He thinks it's.
he's very sensitive
Make a
about.
deception check, because this is not.
Well,
it's
I don't know
definitely
if
a
that's
mask.
I don't know if that's a deception check.
Because
for
he
him.
genuinely believes
The
it.
good
We just established this.
Do you believe that his skin?
God has an
God,
intelligence of like.
The Gob's wisdom is not good.
Oh, it's his wisdom. Intelligence. Oh well, wisdom. Depends on how you look at it.
It does depend on how you look at it. I mean,
I
you're not
think
dumb
God
enough to
is-
think that a mask is part of his face. He's taken his mask off before.
Not in front of
You,
you.
no, not in front of him.
He said he's going to.
He has
though.
taken it off.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
true.
said-
He has referred to it as a mask in front of you.
That's true. Alright, I'll play by your silly little rules. Alright, let's see what we got here.
So obviously the dice roll wasn't enough.
Alright, no, what did I say? What do you say? Deception?
Yes.
Throws the phone. Not 20.
Okay, let's do some quick math here. So if I have a +2 to this roll, right?
He has 6.
Well, you ruined it.
So 8.
Plus a 4.
Natural 20. So he look. Trust me, I can most certainly help.
I'm
you.
gonna give him forewarning. He has been disfigured.
He's very ugly.
We've seen it all here, I
Yes.
promise.
I'm just
And
letting you know.
he
He's
does
sensitive
remove-
about it.
Remove your mask.
The good doctor is still kind of losing it, so it's barely there.
There is a moment where he like takes in sort of what he's seeing, but then quickly snaps back into his like customer service voice. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And sort of like suggestively taps the bottom of the glass. Like, go ahead, drink this.
Yeah, I guess the good doctor just drinks it.
Feeling any better?
Let me give you context.
Where's my head?
Not it.
Right there.
Since we've had 5 fingers.
He ate
Oh, boy, can't
something that was magical, and now
Not a
It is-
dehydration issue. Okay.
No.
and now it is taking a toll on his body as time goes on.
Okay. And he places a hand on the back of your spine right below your neck. And you see as he blinks, the eyes are sort of opaque. And he takes a moment and sort of just feels from the top, like the base of your neck, and then goes down to about where the bottom of your shoulder blades are. And then his eyes blink and they're clear again, and he goes, okay, I understand. And goes over to a desk and pulls out a couple of things, comes back over and begins to do sort of a slight prayer under his breath. And as the prayer ends, you do feel this heat come from your chest down to your abdomen and then just sort of disperse, and clarity comes back to you.
The good doctor kind of like takes like a deep breath, immediately realizes that his mask is off and like puts it back on immediately and goes, I apologize for what you had to see, but thank you.
No, we've seen it all. Whatever you ate would eventually have taken your life. You were cursed with something.
Yes, that would.
I did not have the powers granted to get rid of this.
You should be fine now.
Wonderful.
I will say that donations to the church
Yes,
are
of course.
appreciated for such things.
I'm gonna hand him 50 gold.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Oh wait. Gob's gonna like squint at the sky. He's gonna look up and squint at Hal. He's going, you know, we're being brothers, you guys don't look anything alike.
It's in a spiritual sense, as I said. God.
Wait, let me guess. Same dad, different moms, right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what's going on here.
Regardless of the walks that we take, we all are just things that are forced to live this life. So there is a connection that we all.
What kind of walks you talking about? I only got one walk. It's the
I-
walk I know. Gob's gonna start walking. He's like, same. That's all I got.
He's
a
rather
good
literal. We're going to take our leave. Again, thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Glad to help.
Yes.
Doctor,
Thank
I
you
don't
very
understand you less. It's back to normal.
I also understand. Weirdly enough, I think I've garnered more insight into just how you are.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, be careful. Hopefully, somebody didn't poison you, and
This was from Undermountain. Very dangerous down there.
We'll be much more careful about the food that's.
But I bring the Ilmater's bidding down there. As
He
will.
does, he talks about him all the time. Yep. Endure this.
you three be safe.
Suffer through that.
As do you. Alright,
As we're leaving, I apologize to the guy. I'm sorry I had to let them take your mask off.
it's was necessary.
I tried to stop him.
From the moment my symptoms worsened till now is a brief blur. Were we talking to an old man by a table?
A young guy.
A
yeah.
young kid.
Ready.
Who wants to go with us in Undermountain. And God was encouraging it, but
He's going to take him under my metaphorical wing.
If he can beat you in an arm wrestling contest, then yes, he is more than welcome to join us in Undermountain.
I would suggest otherwise.
Fine beat.
With you, flex is as hard as you can, pretending he is a manticore, and he beats you, then yes, he is more than welcome to join us in Undermountain.
You know what, Doctor, you have me a little bit insane to me, I think.
This guy's gonna roll fucking that 20. God's gonna roll like a 2.
Plus 20.
Oh yeah, so
Okay, so what's the plan from here?
I guess we're going back to
Is there any place that sells like that in Gob's travels throughout the market would have you would have seen selling like training weapons and swords and stuff?
Oh yeah, you can find all kinds of toys and things like that that would be suitable for training purposes.
Actually, would the people who built the Goblin, would they sell stuff like that?
Possibly. I mean, you could definitely check with them. The last that you had seen of them, that they were
They
sort
were
of capitalizing
on
on
the
the
Goblin.
Goblin, and that is really all they were selling.
Are we bringing a fucking Slayer in the Undermountain for God?
But would you want to go look for? What are you looking for specifically?
Training swords, shields, stuff like that. Like not like actual,
Yeah.
cut and hurt you. But
Okay.
like, you know,
So yeah, I mean, we
Wood
could
swords
yeah
and
we could
shields.
say you find like a set for like 5 silver.
Cool.
Yeah. So mark that in your inventory. Say a sword, a shield, and like maybe like even like a dummy for 5 silver. Not a big deal. Typically for kids, but can be used for training purposes too. These aren't professional by any means. Like you could find, or have made better, but
I don't think God knows that too much.
right. That seems completely fair. Okay. So
It's better than what I had.
I actually-
as you guys are leaving the church,
Twink.
Gob takes off to the market. That's what you're handling. What about the two of you?
It got
Going back to Trollskull Manor, because we still need to talk to Keelam about setting up the rooms as they should be.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
And put a down payment on that stuff.
Okay.
While we're walking, the good doctor goes, I thank you and your people for what you've done to me.
Yes.
I apologize for my behavior in Undermountain.
Think nothing of it.
I thank you regardless.
It is our duty to help those who are suffering.
It is.
And not to change their path if they are so determined. We can only help along the way.
That's funny.
Okay. So you make your way back to Trollskull Manor, and as you enter, you can hear a slight conversation happening on the second floor.
I'm gonna listen.
One voice you recognize, which is Keelan. Another sort of an older, gruffier voice you don't recognize.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
Yeah, good doctor goes with us.
So as you walk up, there's a familiar man that you guys have seen in the very beginning that had sort of led the general contracting of all of the organizations.
I
that sort of helped.
Hal's never seen him.
That's true.
It's
That's
the
right.
It's the
So-
short guy, right? The short guy with like the.
No.
No, the big orc.
Yeah, the big
Oh,
orc.
yeah.
The one that Tenok
Anyway, so yeah,
where he was
there's, I
built.
completely forget, but yeah, there's a big orc talking to. Broxley was the
Yeah, Brock.
smaller
Broccoli.
gentleman, but he's not here. But as you start walking up the stairs, Keelan sort of leans over the rail, looks at you, and is like, "Oh, you're here rather early. You're usually not here mid-afternoon."
A pressing situation.
I had a bit of emergency that needed to be taken care of, but we've come to address concerns about how to run this place and fully hammer out the details that you can take over.
This is actually great timing. I'm actually talking to one of the leaders of the general contracting that deals with. We're sort of going room by room and sort of deciding what we want to do to get this place up to snuff. You guys can give your ideas.
Hal's gonna greet him and give him a really firm handshake.
Yeah. The half orc sort of
Roll
wraps
for
down and
I think the good doctor tries his best. He's got strength at 12.
he doesn't seem like he's squeezing on purpose, but because you sort of gave in your little effort, he sort of matched that.
Alright. So wonderful. Shall we get this sorted out?
So we got the lay of the land, but I mean, as far as the dudes told me, kind of don't know what we want to make this. So give me a little bit of a vision. What are we trying to go for here?
I do believe that the general consensus was a sort of rest for adventurers like ourselves.
We were
Sure.
going to split up the second floor into multiple rooms.
I mean, easy enough to do. More just furniture changes, unless you want to add more rooms.
More rooms to the house itself.
Well, yeah, we could do dividing walls and.
Oh yes, that's what we wanted to do. Split them up into more rooms, essentially, by adding more walls.
Okay.
I thought we were just gonna
So-
make those 2 rooms special private rooms and then keep that. Was it the common room or something? And to just like
I believe Amber has the
Hostile
map of
type.
Trollskull Manor.
like hostile stuff.
Which one?
The map of Trollskull Manor.
I do, yeah.
Alright.
No, I don't.
That's what I
It's
thought.
over here.
Then it'd be
Ah,
more adventure style that
with getting more practice.
So, anyways, as you're
Yeah,
walking
that
through,
works. That works.
as you're walking through and sort of getting ideas, this is something that we definitely need to do like outside of the game, but we'll come up with some sort of plan to do the renovations to
We'll say that we
the
get it here.
home,
These are going to be.
and we can get that ball rolling. But it seems like Keelan was already on board and already made the appropriate contacts
Like cots and
Okay.
stuff.
to start this.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
But it's hard to give an exact quote or even know what sort of
Go with that.
organizations need to be involved without knowing the exact project.
So the project that we'd like to go over is that on the second floor, we have the den common room. We'd like to create multiple rooms for those. It's kind of like general quarters for adventurers. And then the spare room and the bedroom as more exclusive rooms for people who would be willing to pay more to have a larger space.
And more privacy.
Okay. So how many bedrooms are we thinking about doing?
How many would you be able to make reasonably within the common room and the den?
Do some math.
Yeah, about 50.
Get some bunk beds in here.
So you want to do the common room and the den, right?
Yeah,
Turn those 2 rooms into 5.
I think that would be
That
more
would
than
be
enough.
pleasant.
Okay. Alright, he's taking some notes down. Anything else you guys want to change?
I do believe other than that, I don't believe so. And if, of course, we will just hire you again should the need arise.
So I don't get hired. I'm just the one that looks out,
Yes.
gets the appropriate organizations, and then as far as the paperwork that you'll have to fill out with Broxley to be an officially recognized, if you're going for like a nook or bed and breakfast, whatever the deal is.
Do you have an estimate possibly of how much it costs if you've been doing this job for a while?
He still looks back and he's like, it's not really my job to tell you the price, that's more the organizations, but I would definitely write something up, get something back to you guys.
Of course, as
I don't dictate the prices.
Because we might not be here for some time.
Okay, well, can I deal with this gentleman? And Keelan kind of looks at you guys and is like, you guys trust me?
Yes, that's why I was just asking for a price so I can leave money with him. If you have an estimate, a rough estimate of anything.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there was a way to communicate with you guys, but as soon as I find out, I'll have it all ready to go. Unless you just want to leave like seed money here, and then I'll pay what's appropriate, like a house fund. That's up to you guys.
Yes, I suppose we should leave some money here for them.
And he half works, shakes Keelan's hand and shakes yours. Gives Alan a good squeeze and starts to walk down the stairs. You can hear each squeak as the stairs can just about hold his weight. And he exits. Keelan looks at you guys. You guys look like crap. Like, you guys okay?
Define okay. Much has happened. Unfortunately, it would appear that while Elimae is okay, she won't be joining us on the surface for a while.
Oh, okay. She's not dead, right?
No, she's
Okay.
present.
And he had a tummy ache.
Tummy ache would be underselling it. I had a curse that was very quickly killing me.
Yeah,
It's more than a tummy ache.
but it originated from eating something. So.
Yes, it materialized as heartburn in the tummy, almost like food poisoning.
Have you guys found anybody?
Besides you, the Undertakers is an organization.
Talking rats.
Yes, talking rats.
Xanathar, as always.
But no, like, other adventurers, or
Are you
A
referring
dead
to-
one.
what do you look like?
He was too decomposed.
How recent were your adventuring companions?
2 weeks.
Can I roll a medicine check to see if that any
No,
decomposed?
there's no way.
Alright.
I hope this doesn't change things, but I kind of didn't tell the full truth. I'm not a cleric. I thought that spell book was going to be my only ticket out. I know that Haleth, who's part of the Fine Feathers Daggerford, that's actually his spell book. He was actually helping me learn to become a cleric of Warlock. That was true, but that's not my book. But I thought that was my only ticket out. Every time that you guys come back, I'm just hoping that you will I always hope that you'll bring somebody back. I hope they're okay, but I don't know.
We
We
will.
have seen many corpses down there. We will not be able to distinguish.
Where is that spellbook? Who has that? You do. That's right.
Most certainly, we'll keep an eye out for your friends. Unfortunately, Undermountain is exceedingly dangerous, and considering our presence alone, the Xanathar are on high alert for
You said
adventures.
a cleric had this spellbook.
Haleth is a cleric. Of Joaquin was training me. OBA had basically, again, all that was true. That OBA had saved my life, gave me purpose, had formed this group.
Well, Hal knows that clerics don't use spellbooks.
Haleth.
Hal knows that clerics don't use spellbooks.
It was two different people, I think.
Who is?
No, there was a cleric training him. That was their spellbook, apparently.
Yeah.
And Hal knows that clerics don't use spellbook.
I think the good doctor would know that as well.
Haleth.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but
Twins?
clerics don't practice
Spell difference.
any form of, especially these spells.
We do not record things in a book.
The spells, especially, were
You're a
not
cleric?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
not clerical spells. These were
I don't know anything. I don't know magic. I don't know.
good doctors and roll.
What's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to consent to it.
Yeah, I've only got +2. Is it wisdom?
It is wisdom.
Insight, wisdom.
That is. Do I have? No, 14.
26. As Hal puts on his metal boot for the ball kicking.
You should carry your pigeons to deliver us the secret messages.
Just release them from behind you.
Yeah, just reach up under the table.
Okay, fine.
Go to Daniel, goes to someone else. Fuck.
It just shits.
Didn't even move.
Disobediently.
It shits disobediently.
To prove a point.
It's like my dog whenever he does something bad.
He's like, this is for you.
Yeah, he just looks at me. I'm like, what? What?
I'll fight you.
Ooh!
Mhm.
Ooh!
My dog, when fireworks were going off, ran into my brother's room, got on his bed, and peed on it.
One time, my
That's
cat
terrible.
took a shit on my chest.
What?
First thing in the morning.
Like staring you down and
Yeah.
like,
Like eye contact and everything.
That
Hey,
was
on my
asserting
chest.
dominance.
That could have been sexual.
He said, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?"
Boy cat or girl cat?
Girl cat.
She likes you. That's what that means.
I don't like this conversation
Yeah,
anymore.
it was funny.
Okay. So. All right.
Now, Keelan, we require honesty up front. We're entrusting a lot with you.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything that you're keeping
Honest
from
man
us,
speaking.
No,
I see you're confused.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe that was for me. Maybe that was how he was teaching me. I don't know. If they don't use spells or spell books, when we were reading it together, that's when we got separated. So maybe that was intended for me to like learn from, and then like, because I know we were trying to connect to Joaquin, but I haven't made that like connect. I don't know. There was so much that again, so new at this.
good doctor's kind of giving you a look like.
Do you ask for your spells? Like, how does that work?
We pray every day and meditate to a higher power.
And then you feel.
And if you are chosen and accepted by God, then He will gift you
How did you learn how to do the things you do?
dedication to Ilmae.
Did you have a book?
I did not.
I don't know. I'm
You
telling you the truth. That's
Well,
What you need to do is dedicate more time every day praying to your God.
Prostrate yourself.
and should clerical work not be.
spying is so much easier.
Well,
Anyways,
Perhaps they were trying to
if-
use that book as some kind of means to show you that spells can fluctuate between different.
maybe an introduction to the weave.
Spell.
I do know about that. I recognize that word. I know what you're talking
It's
I hope you guys find them. I mean,
We will look.
I didn't
We'll
do
go
so
down
that
and
well,
look.
but it is weird. I kind of do feel linked to that group.
Should we find anything on them, we will more than happily bring them back just as you.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave. Let's see. This house cost. How much the bill was? Like 1,000 to repair everything.
It was $12.50 to do
$12.50?
all the paperwork and.
It's probably gonna cost around like $250, I would assume, just to add freaking walls, pretty much. So I'm gonna leave like $250 gold with him.
Okay.
As like a
I mean, you're purely guessing, but yeah, it's the
If-
construction of the walls.
Oh, can I roll an intelligence check?
To guess,
Yeah.
you would have no idea.
I'm just gonna leave
Never seen
250.
Antiques Roadshow.
If it's
Well, it's not that. It's that like.
Chip and
How much do you think this is worth?
Chip and Joanna.
Waterdeep is very different. Like they can charge
I can
whatever
only
they
do
want to
about.
charge.
I can only do about 450.
You
Is
know.
450 good?
Are the Property Brothers exist in this
You
universe?
see the Canyon video?
They're goblins.
Yes. Jesus Christ! Like,
This is the living, breathing saints of God.
and then, like he's like, I'd estimate this at around $7 trillion. He goes, ooh, I can only do about 450.
Let me call in an expert, see if this is real or not.
All right. So what is the plan next?
So I'm gonna subtract 250.
Okay.
Maybe could we do 400 just in case? Keep whatever money is left. Rather leave extra and have the work done.
Yes, we'll leave 400.
Okay.
All right. And
It should
what
be
was the
more
last
than
time we paid Keelan?
we paid him in
gave
advance.
Him advance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's got like a whole month's advance.
When
No, he has a week advance.
Yeah,
But that was a month.
That's a week.
Then what were we paying him again? Gold?
Gold.
Five
We're
gold?
paying him 2 gold a day.
2 gold a day. I'll have another 20 gold. Just in case, because you don't know how long we'll ever be down there.
Okay.
all right. And
So he should have, what, 2 weeks and like 3 days?
Something like that. Yeah.
so 17 days.
Yeah.
And when do you think your family will be moved in?
Well, my son is already. He started running around. We're trying to. Him and mom were figuring things out, but I'm trying to stay out of the way as much as I can with you guys. I don't want to make this a problem. It's a
So where does Liv at?
so.
Where does Liv at?
Liv?
Yes.
I haven't seen him.
Has he been giving you any trouble?
No.
Liv?
Liv. Sort of just eyes up when it comes out of the floor.
Ah,
I
there you
like
go.
the way you said my name. What?
I'm saying
What
hello to
is
you,
it?
making sure you're alright.
Oh yeah,
Giving greetings to the master of the house.
that's right.
Has everything?
Owl. Tail.
You know there
Pick it up. You're scratching the floor.
are divine
You should-
techniques to exercise a
You
ghost.
should flick him in the nose.
And he just does like this to him.
He does back away a little bit. Fuck you, man. This shit's serious. I didn't even know I was dead.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And he sinks down into the floor, but you can still see the top of his head. He's just sitting there like just.
Hal's tail's just gonna go over it.
He's just like, I can't see you.
You were like, as you're walking, you're just
Yeah.
like sweeping the tail everywhere.
Cold son of a bitch.
All right, Keelan. We're gonna go back to our friends and make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
I trust that we've made sure that affairs have been adequately taken care of.
We're good on that. Yeah, I'm gonna get with who the appropriate I've never done this before, so I'm excited. But
To the best of my knowledge, the people of the city should contact their home, so they'll come to the house with all the proper
I know
things.
some people. Let's see if we can get some cheap shit. We can get some cheap work done here. But I'll make sure. I'll make sure it's good.
Is it gonna be
What?
slave labor? Is it gonna be orphans?
My son is really good with a hammer.
I suggest we actually stay here for a little bit, wait for Gob to return, and
Oh, okay,
his
come
new
with us.
his new companion that he told to come here at 6.
Yes. We'll be joining you. Is there any work that we can assist with while we're here?
Everything's pretty simple.
Wonderful then.
We can relax for a little bit.
Get that loose end with the halflings. What did we decide on that?
We resolved the issue with our neighbor, the halfling.
Yes. Us and Fruins Brews are amicable again.
Okay.
So
So I don't need to keep tabs on them anymore.
no, still keep an eye
If
on
you
just
see anybody, of course, let us know.
Okay.
but you have done an absolutely wonderful job as always, Hugh.
I will
Let's do it.
And keep praying.
Should the gods...
It feels weird, but I will keep praying.
Eventually,
And reading.
you will
Because you
feel.
have a really nice library here.
Eventually, you will feel a divine spark. If he deems it you worthy.
If he deems it you worthy.
Can I roll a
Deems
religion
it
check?
That's deep. For what?
Just if he would be able to form a connection with Elmater, considering everything he's gone through.
He's worshipping Joaquin,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
the god of fair trade.
It's complete time. I thought you were talking about one of his friends.
If you're looking...
It's so funny that every god that seems to be in this campaign is just directly against Mask, because Joaquin is not. No, there's
His mask is a
fucking
thief
murder.
and trade.
I
I don't know.
Just to...
Alright, I'll worship Bane. Wait, I think Bane probably hates mask too.
Yes, they
Listen,
both.
that's
Bane
just-
and Zero
that's
Age.
just-
All hate
You
each
just
other.
don't understand Mask, okay? Like, that's it.
Neither do you.
He's misunderstood, okay?
I don't understand him. It's me.
Alright, so
he's
mask
not
is
like the other.
on the
He's
Halloween
definitely not.
version. On the Halloween version of this Ahghairon,
Mhm.
Mask is actually prayed to so people don't steal from
That's
them.
why he's famous.
On that one day, him and another god. And that was it.
One
One day.
All right. So the three of you hang
And
out.
people-
Gob, you're about 30 minutes behind. So eventually you do
money in
open
the
up the
pockets,
door,
leave candy
sort
in
of
the
carrying a
pockets.
couple of things. Like the sword is about your height.
We have a backyard. Like a
A
kid.
what?
We have a backyard.
It's not really a backyard. The fence is almost right next to the back of the.
We'll clear some space.
I have a very important logistical question.
Mhm.
Where are people gonna be shitting? There's
Where
only
did-
2 bathrooms and they're on the 3rd floor in our bedrooms.
So that would definitely plumbing would need to be redirected for sure.
That's fine.
It's
We
Maybe
need more of a community.
Alright, we'll
I was
just
looking
send
at
that
that.
to Kilo. We'll send that to
There's
Kilo.
no other
Keelan,
bathrooms or
he's
like,
got that figured out.
water
Yeah.
closet. It's just
You
private
guys gave him
baths.
funds, and you guys did give him a little bit of
I
a
don't like
leeway to design stuff. So
I think
I don't want to share my bathroom.
You're not going to. Kilo's gonna.
you're not there.
It's my house.
You
How are
can't
you
even.
going to be upset by how it's being designed? You can't even visit it.
Yeah, you can't even come
And
anymore.
then I can. I came out at
We
night.
will talk designs outside of this. I'm sure no
Fine.
one wants to watch
I don't
an
wanna get in
hour
the
of
bathroom.
let's build this house.
You'd be surprised.
Sims, you know what I mean?
Minecraft
Like,
YouTubers.
Minecraft, City Skylines, this is all genres of games that people
You turned
really
yourself
like.
into a
Maybe like
vampire.
house hunting
You can't
networks.
come back home anymore.
I can come out at night.
What's the?
But then
house
when you
we
sleep
built,
there,
house
the-
and bottle
the
game?
Reminds me of that
house flipper.
House flipper.
No, I have blackout curtains.
reminds me of that Patton Oswalt joke where they're like, could you imagine a stripper
They're
sit
like
down on the
that.
stage and be like, let me tell you
Then
about
there's-
my
then
pussy
there's
for
the
30
issue
minutes.
of-
Alright,
If we
so,
have to rush Thunder Mountain, you're up there.
So
You
God
go
gets
down
back.
on the bed.
Alright, real quick,
Gob gets
guys.
back.
Alright, Gob gets back.
Yes.
You
Carrying
down
a
there.
sword, shield,
We
and
belong.
some sort of double his size dummy.
Alright guys, got some supplies here.
I could have,
What time is it, by the way? I
you
wanna check
know,
my
maybe
time.
introducing
See if
a
it's 6
child.
o'clock.
Evening, it's about, about 6.
We
Yeah.
should be
could
expecting a
dress
guest soon.
up the help. So maybe a skeleton that was dressed in armor, so it would be just the golem.
But if gods deem worthy to check it,
Helps.
We could simply remove the body, deconstruct it, resummon it later.
You have gone on surprise.
But we'll see the bones.
Unless it was fully dressed.
Well, if they still deem to check it.
Well, it would be in the house, training the young one.
Oh, just in the house.
Just in the house. Deconstruct it before we leave.
The one, yeah, that would be good. Because if you were gone for a long time, you would not be able to reassert your control.
No, of course, it will be deconstructed and then we'll return on
And then we would have a murdered child in our house.
Alright, so the good doctor
Next to you, Liv comes up and goes, somebody's outside.
already. Wait, we got up at 3. How far was the trip to... Alright.
God is
House is gonna
currently
open up a
setting
And
window.
then under
peek
the
outside.
door, an envelope sort of slips through, and then you hear somebody whistling and steps down.
Well, Hal's looking out the window.
The good doctor takes the envelope.
God is hurriedly setting up fucking
I have
shit.
something interesting for you guys, actually. So, as you open up this letter,
Jesus Christ himself appears.
I have not heard this, so I have
Oh,
no idea what this is going to sound like.
Office of the Lord's Alliance.
Duty calls, and at times it comes in inconvenient times. I'm not the one to get emotionally invested in assignments, but Undermountain was great fun. As I'm sure you'll hear in the upcoming days, Waterdeep has called meetings with the Lord's Alliance to protect Waterdeep from potential dragon attacks. Waterdeep itself is installing ballistas at adventurous points throughout the city. While authorities reach more permanent protections, a small council of knights have been given orders to track, locate, and mark any potential threats to Waterdeep and surrounding areas. Hopefully you'll find the staff of Ahghairon soon, but don't be surprised if it's a museum piece by the time it surfaces. Either way, a magnificent piece for Gob and Ezekial to hang on the wall next to the dragon bust. I'm sure we'll see each other in the future soon, and I'm confident when I come by I'll have a place to stay and well-earned rest. Good luck, hobbyists, and remember, those heroic enough to tell the tale are smart enough to tuck their tail. I heard that from a toothless shop. Wise words, but a foolish man. Tried to sell me a fireball once. I hate fireballs.
Oh my god. Wow.
Upside down, but
Do a few additions.
I'm gonna call him later.
Alright. Hell yeah.
So, letter from Mobrick. Letting me know what's going on with him.
What's he? Oh, okay. He's just talking about the staff. Alright. Well,
Oh, wait, I missed it. You mentioned where he went or anything? Just...
So he was, if you guys recall, when you guys had resurfaced, he basically got called. He has a way to talk to his captain directly, and was called to Castle Waterdeep. You guys remember talking to the representative from Lady Silverhand, who basically said, we're moving on in different directions. We can't rely on the retrieval of the dragonstaff, and it seemed like they weren't interested in putting their resources into this chase into Undermountain. That would be stupid of them to, put good women and men into this dungeon that they know is pretty much a death trap.
Screw them.
So they're coming up with different alternative plans to protect the city in the meantime, while coming up with a more permanent solution. So Mobrick has been tasked with a small group of other knights of the Lord's Alliance to sort of survey the surrounding areas, mark any potential dangers. They do know that there is a dragon about 100 miles away from Waterdeep. Doesn't seem to be a potential threat, but again, they're just tagging things and keeping a lookout.
Do they know what type of
While the City of Waterdeep is loading up and installing ballista in certain strategic locations to protect the city from potential dragon threats.
But do they know what type of dragon it is?
dead ones.
What do you mean, what type of dragon?
If it's
Like-
chromatic, it's evil. If it's not chromatic, it's not evil.
Mobrick didn't say.
alright.
Because the good ones probably won't lay siege to a city of people.
The good doctor is going to take a short rest
I would
while he
hope.
waits.
Okay.
And he says, Gob, are you comfortable training the new adventurer with a training dummy of my construction?
Yes, if I'm comfortable training.
With a skeleton, yes.
Gobs go training.
Please don't break it.
Make no promises.
Well, so, are you,
Is that on the door?
Yeah.
son of a
How's gonna
bitch.
look out the window?
He's like standing there like,
Wait, how old is this kid?
you get the sense maybe
12?
20.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not that young. No, like 20.
Okay.
How is this like?
Like a legit kid.
I think I just made up the number 12 in my head.
I did say young teenager. That's not what I meant. Like young adult. Like he's young.
He's
Well, he's sprung. Yeah.
The good doctor is going to open the door and, what's his name again? Good doctor would remember. Wait, no, good doctor wouldn't.
Ready.
Ready.
Good,
You might not remember because
Yeah.
of
Can
the.
Gob try and take a stealth check really quick? Gob wants to like climb up on the ceiling, or like somewhere high up on the wall and hide.
He's like a spider.
Like, okay,
He's
well,
in
the
the
dragon head is right there. Like, if you want to try to climb onto that,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, make a stealth check.
Here, let me. If I see you doing this, I'm giving you guidance. You get +2.
Okay.
It would be advantageous to train him against stealth attacks. Best to start him off right.
21.
Okay, so yeah, you like quickly like grab yourself, like really quiet, like, and you guys are backs are turned, so yeah, you don't see. So good doctor opens up the door.
Mr. Remmy.
Hey,
Welcome to Trollskull Manor.
what's that stuff?
This is our tavern that we're opening.
Oh man, he like kind of pushes his way through. Like, this place is awesome.
Um,
Oh, hi, Gob. Like he walks past the dragon and you're like holding on to it and he like walks
What's
past.
his perception?
Huh?
What's his perception?
No, so you were hidden as far as like being in front of the door, but as he walks past, you're just holding onto this dragon head.
My plan was as soon as he's like, oh, that's the dragon, Gobs would go,
Oh, okay. Well, so the timing would be all right. So yeah, as he starts to walk into the house, it happens really fast. But what do you want to do?
Jump out.
Gobs gonna jump and try and just grapple him. Like, not hurt him, just grapple him.
Don't need to roll for that. So yeah, as he's like, oh shit! You just tackle him and roll into the back of the couch.
Gob has him in the headlock, he's like, you always be prepared. He's not really putting like pretty.
Yeah.
You always gotta be prepared, kid. Yeah, that was a good buddy. This is surprise attacks.
He like looks at you. He's like, first lesson.
And the good doctor's gonna close the door.
I'm gonna look out and see if there's anybody behind him.
Make a perception check.
With guidance, of course.
Ooh, and I get advantage too. So that's 19 plus 3 plus 6.
I love the stacking modifier.
It's 28.
Yeah, 28.
Alright.
Just making sure he didn't like just say to a bunch of his friends, "Hey guys, come over here and fucking train."
Alright, so
He just slowly
A
shuts the
school
door.
bus pulls out front.
I brought all my friends!
Fuck.
Everybody's taking pictures.
Yeah.
Give me pictures of Salmon.
Alright. The good doctor listens at, am I preparing a training dummy? If so, I will require time to rest. Just a short rest.
We can go over some things when you
Yes.
rest up.
We'll probably end up staying the full night here anyways.
Fantastic.
Okay, so you guys practice a training session with Rennie. What are you two doing?
Okay, so have I completed a short rest? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go and see if I can find food.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to acquire.
What's up? Good luck.
Mac and cheese.
Not mac and
Beans,
cheese.
potatoes,
No, more like
tomatoes.
salted
Does-
meats. You can find some like, potatoes and things
So
like that,
as-
but it's not.
French fries?
Vampire, because I handed a good berry to one of them before and they ate it. Does it actually fill them up? Because it says it fills up the creature. It just sustains them.
Yeah, okay, so I find
I
some
can
food.
feed undead. Good
Okay, so on the hunger scale as vampire, how does this
it?
affect me? When I eat, what happens?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking you as the DM.
How does the.
Would I know this?
You don't feel like.
I'm not cranky. I'm not like,
Do you think that?
I want to suck your blood. Like, that's how I'm feeling.
Nope.
Okay, well then I just
That's
eat
interesting.
a
That's
tasty
interesting.
meal.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I want to go. Okay, so out the door that I'm, like the room that I'm in, was that room that disappeared that he was in, right?
So if you are facing
Oh,
the
that's-
door that leads to like Raval's office, like that hallway,
Mm-hmm.
the door that or the hallway that he was in was to the left, and that door is no longer there.
It
It's still not
disappeared.
there. It's still not there.
I want to go over to the door where Herrera's room is.
Okay.
Okay. I want to go in there, open it, and see what's going on. Is there anybody in there?
So you open it up. There are two people in there. Let me wait. Hold on. Let me check my notes. Make sure I got this right off the top of my head because I did not expect that.
We need to be careful for that.
Are you? You were doing this right after your short rest, right?
Yeah. Don't like
Okay.
that.
Huh?
I said don't like that. Are you coming with me?
Yeah, I'm drow.
Sure. Can I get a cup of coffee first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, there's no more.
Okay. And
So
there's
as you walk in, the room's pretty much cleared out. There's not a
There's
lot of.
nothing left?
No. There's one standalone mirror, and that's pretty much it. The bed's been removed. All the
What about
dressers.
Can she see herself?
In the mirror.
yeah.
So as you stand in front of the mirror,
Is it made out of
you do see
silver?
you do see yourself.
Okay.
Also, it's a modern mirror.
It's a modern mirror, so I'm like,
Well, in sunlight, you sparkle. It's like.
and I'm a sparkly vampire. Okay. I'm just
My
gonna
catch on
try and
fire.
inspect the mirror. I just want to touch it.
Sure.
Okay.
As you touch it, your hand goes. That's fine. It seems like
Just
a
regular
mirror.
An arm comes
Okay.
out and grabs you and pulls you in.
I'm using
It's
detect
gone.
magic on this.
It's
So.
Okay.
Gobs
So
will
you
get
use
a mirror
detect
in our
magic.
house and we're
So there's nothing.
Nothing?
Stop
Okay.
thick and mustache. It's
Um,
evil. It's like,
I want to go back and see what Charles doing.
evil.
Okay. So you're looking
It's
around.
so strong, it's really fast.
Get the sense that he's probably in his office.
Mhm.
And you go and knock on the door.
Faster.
No answer.
Do I hear any voices?
Like a flash. Fast.
Make a perception check.
So perfect.
What if
Instead
we
of
just
fire,
opened
he's
the
a
door
monk.
and went in?
I definitely don't want to do that.
Because monks can be lawful evil.
That's it. They can
13.
do anything.
They have to be
Don't hear anything,
Just the
but the
ones
door
that
is
are
locked.
I'm pretty sure
You haven't checked.
No.
I wanna.
There's a lot.
It's locked. I wanna knock on it.
You knock on it.
Okay.
I swear.
Wait a little bit. No answer.
Is anybody around me?
There are some people around where the statues are, but
I wanna
nobody in the
go
hallway.
over to them.
Sure.
What's going on, guys?
What's up again?
Fellow undead buddies
Oh.
Nudge,
man,
nudge.
You're making this real hard for all of us.
for vampires.
I like that you say that and you go, and the little thing.
For vampires. What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's going on?
Do you know where Charles?
Yeah, he's off doing some scouting or I don't know.
Interesting. So, what are you guys up to?
Just hanging out. It's kind of a relaxed day. Kind of waiting just for orders.
What did you guys do last? I can tell you about what I did. We can swap stories like adventurers do.
Sure, tell me yours.
No, you start.
I bet your story's so much more
It's way
interesting.
not. It's super not.
I bet it
Let
is.
me-
I mean,
I'd love to brag about myself, don't get me wrong, but I
I'd love
am
to hear you brag about
giving
yourself.
you this chance to talk about you. I want to know more about
We
you.
killed some stuff.
We did kill some stuff.
Your turn.
Okay.
we checked to see if you killed some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you guys find the room with the obelisk? The nope.
We
that's
got
not there
pieces.
anymore.
Look.
Nope.
Don't.
You rock. So cool.
Anyways,
Sure
I'm
you
gonna
did.
gently pull her hand down. Put it away. Anyways, what did you guys check to see if we killed?
Just, I think that's what our Charles doing. Just, you know,
So what did you guys get behind?
we always have to keep the area
Now we're
secure.
scared.
Who do you take women?
I don't know.
Okay, so say if I wanted to make a weapon, if I wanted to have something made, do you guys have like a guy down here that does that, or?
We do have a guy down here.
Okay, because I'm looking for some new armor, and I got really sharp pieces of that rock that she just showed you. And
Yeah,
I,
we can't do anything like that.
well then what can you do? Like what's up?
Like simplistic stuff. Like, did we help Mobrick make some sort of like?
So you're telling me I can't take this sharp piece of rock and tie it to a stick? Nobody can help me do that?
I can do that. You said armor.
Well, I asked that first, but like then
Yeah.
I was like, hey, the rock.
Right. So if we're talking about a completely
Two
different
different
thing, yeah.
Right.
This
Okay.
man is so confused.
Can you give me some coffee?
I can't go into his office.
He doesn't have any other coffee.
It's
makers
locked.
in this whole entire dungeon.
What the hell's a coffee maker? You mean like himself or Charles?
At my house, we have a coffee maker. We just go up and say, make me coffee, and someone brings
Yeah,
you
we don't have
coffee.
slaves down here. I'm sorry. You're used to a certain lifestyle, but we don't really have that here. She doesn't belong here. Can I say that? I'll be the first one out of the campaign to say you don't belong here.
She's my friend and she's crazy!
It's like white chicks.
Anyways, okay. So
So you guys do this for a little bit. I don't. Yeah.
Imagine
Like,
Ryan
so
just keeps
yeah.
putting on
as you're
coffee
flirting
on
with
people.
who you
I'm not
have
putting it
known
out,
to
I'm
be
just
as
kinda like-
court, that's his
okay,
name,
okay.
and the three of you are resting and getting ready to train Remy.
Ready.
We'll take a short break, go to the bathroom, pee pee poo poo thing.
Like the mouse.
Remy,
Remy?
not Reddy. What's his
Remy
name?
is his name.
Is his name Remy?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Of course I know. Huge fan.
Remy the mouse.
Star Wars, right?
Number one fan.
Number one.
It's Star Wars,
Number one.
For sure.
Oh,
Alright guys,
man.
we'll take a break. We'll be back here in literally a second. So,
Who needs those?
it's getting a little bit late in the evening, probably around like 8 o'clock. You know exactly because you have your overtime, but you know that it's getting evening. You guys are getting a little every once in a while. So, what are you two doing for the evening? Are you just kind of relaxing until?
I want to go back and check Herrera's room one more time before I go lay down to go to bed.
Okay. So a couple hours later, you go check the room, and the mirror is gone. It's completely empty.
Getting the heart.
Fucking what?
Can this be our room now?
Yeah, can I make that my room?
Do you want to sleep in this room?
No, I want to go see where the beds are. Actually, are there other people in those other rooms?
But what if
You
they
could
take
also
the beds for us?
Because they kind of rotate, there's always at least a couple.
We do have a room.
Yeah, but
This
to
one's
get
pretty.
there by ourselves.
It is completely safe. We cleared out the entire area. They're all scattered throughout it.
I guess we're finna.
Yeah. All right.
We
well,
took
let's
rest,
go
so
head over
we've got
to.
full spells.
Well, I still need to take a short rest, and I need to be a bat, and I need to have my luck be bat. So I'm gonna go head up to our room.
The
Basilisk chamber.
Basilisk chamber. Okay. So you do walk there, and there's still a little bit of reaction once you start opening up the double doors from the throne room and going down that hallway, because it is such a long hallway, and it's quiet. And you start to get to where the Manticore chamber is, where you see Urktarl and about 4 others following with torches that are walking through, and they kind of run into you. What are you two doing?
Go in our room.
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Looking around,
For what?
making sure you did your job.
Have
Planning.
you checked out the area we just cleared? Have you made it that far yet?
I don't know where you just cleared.
I
Oh,
don't
with the
know.
Xanathar.
Yes.
No.
So
More
how
focused
far have
on
you
the least resistance portion of this. So seems like everything is clear out, except for the massive fucking butcher that you all left behind.
Oh yeah.
It's heart carved out.
Yeah, and he's in the hole though.
Without his heart,
He's in the
his
hole.
ribcage is
Who
stricken.
was talking over there?
Yeah. Do you want us to get rid of that?
I'm not fighting it.
It's dead.
No.
Yes.
No.
We killed it and took its heart and its robe. Its butcher robe.
It's fucking up.
Oh
What?
no.
I kind of want.
Gobs the walking.
We can't
Round
just
two.
Other than
look
that,
at
though, everything seems cleared, but y'all need to get rid of that shit.
We should
did.
burn the body. We should have
It's
burned the
alive.
body.
That's great.
Was there a hole in the chest?
Hmm?
Was there like it was just completely standing? Like there's no holes. It looked fine.
Seemed like it was harvesting.
Interesting. I'm
For
gonna
a
have to
reason,
talk to
which
my.
kind of makes me chuckle, but still.
Right.
It's weird to see the same uniform being.
Murdered
Yeah.
brutally. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to my friends about this, and then we will get back to you because we already did that. So I don't know.
It's
How far until you're done with the southern portion?
I don't know. I know that we're just pressing
Keep
forward.
finding new things.
We just keep finding new areas where
Let's get that done.
we're working on it.
Seems like we know all this area.
We do know this
We'll deal
area.
with the butcher here later.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Once I tell my friends, they might want to take care of that.
It's like a bitch, but
We
good
did it
luck.
once.
Keep an eye open if you're sleeping in this chamber.
Okay.
I'll help you from here.
We're gonna turn around. I'm gonna come on with me.
So we're going back to the cool room.
We're gonna go back. I want to go back to the sleeping chambers, like the actual sleeping chambers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you follow with Urktarl and the 4 others,
Mm-hmm.
and they lead you back safely.
On the map. Okay, so where was the butcher room in
How close it was to your area?
to where
Okay.
our room was?
Manticore how close to the obelisk room?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's
Manticore
long.
chamber,
A bar.
southern portion
That's
is the
really
obelisk room.
far.
The very top northeast portion of the Manticore chamber is the hallway. It goes all the way down, and then to the right. No, sorry, yeah, to the right, and then down, and then kind of almost in like a horseshoe is that room where the butcher
What
was.
was that?
That's Furiosa standing against the door.
That is definitely not. Big scary man, want to come with me because this is terrifying.
It sounded like it came in here. Like something fell or something.
That for sure was not her.
Sorry guys, technical difficulties.
My ass is gonna gonna stay here and I'll follow the weird noise.
Oh, that chair.
Huh? Yeah, it sounded like it came from back here. Right? Or am I crazy?
No, dude. This. Do you want to put her back here?
Yeah.
Those were ghosts.
House haunted.
Don't like it.
I have a Ouija board at home.
Fuck that. Don't ever use that shit.
I have sage to
I
keep
used it in
them.
one of my stores at the Regency Mall.
Well, let's all leave together as a group tonight.
I don't get to leave. I have to be with the noise.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
You and Thea.
All of us in case we get ambushed by something.
And then we'll rip their pants off.
Alright guys, sorry about that. Some noise and, you know, I didn't investigate. But we were all high enough? I don't know what the hell it was. Corniest D&D joke ever. Alright, so the two of you were going to Aurera's room. You had been safely...
We're heading back to the.
Or you're heading back to the common room, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, alright. So is your plan just to sleep for the night? Is there anything else you want to accomplish before...
I want to pray to mask. I want to get back into the room, like, kind of sneakily, put my mask on, see if I can feel anything.
Okay. Alright. The only person right now that seems to be awake is Ryo.
I mean, she knows, so, yeah. Okay, I'm going to
Alright,
put the
so you
mask
slip
on.
on the mask, sort of slip into the corner, and the familiar, comforting, sort of staticky, dissonant whisper just comes in.
Hi, friend.
No response.
We're making progress. I guess I'm just here to tell you that. Anything? But I do feel the weave.
Yes. You do feel his presence.
I just have to say the right thing.
I'll suck your dick.
Coming back with milk.
Dad.
I'm gonna ask him for guidance. Hey, Mask. Any advice? Anything we want to talk about? What are you doing?
You feeling right?
What are you wearing?
You showered without me?
Are you still down here?
Yes.
Oh, so you are here. You're ignoring me. Are you ignoring me?
Are you cheating on me?
I see your active status.
Waiting until you say something worth my while. Thanks for the progress report.
Yes. I think we're still searching for the staff. Nothing. All right. Well, good night. Anything you want to tell me before I go?
I know where you are. Just nowhere close to where I need you to be.
Nowhere close.
Get lower.
Low.
Connection is severed.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna cuddle up in my really uncomfortable bed and go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Brea, same thing. Alright. 3 of you. Anything you want to get accomplished before you sleep for the night?
how's my boy Remmy looking?
Okay.
In his training?
So,
I'd like to assist.
Oh yeah.
for the personality that comes with it, it doesn't match. He seems to be okay with the sword. Maybe he's just on a winning streak, but he actually, as you set the dummy up and kind of give him that wooden sword, he sort of makes a couple of maneuvers that does make you kind of raise your eyebrows up.
Interesting.
How long does that take? Because the good doctor was going to
As long as you want to spend on it.
enough for a good doctor to get a short rest.
And then we're gonna sleep after that, right?
If you're just purely watching them train, sure, you can get a short rest in.
All right. The good doctor is going to go upstairs.
Okay.
Go to a secluded place. Put the hole down. Summon the skeleton because of arcane recovery, so I get a third level slot back.
Sure.
2. And I do believe there would be spare clothing up there from
Mobrick.
yeah, or Mobrick or William.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
he
guys haven't technically gotten rid of William's things.
dresses him up so there's nothing showing.
The skeleton?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
He brings them down, and he goes, Remmy, these are not people, but they are...
Why is a t-shirt on their head?
Huh?
Why is there a t-shirt on their head?
They're almost like a golem, I suppose.
Who is it?
Nobody, it's not a person.
It's just floating clothes.
You can hit them. They're here to train you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
Alright, I tell these skeletons to pick up wooden swords.
him. To pick up wooden swords?
Mm-hmm.
You only got the one.
I thought you grabbed a bunch.
So, it's just the sword, the shield, and then the dummy.
What if we got sticks? We got sticks?
Don't have them like readily available, but you go outside and try to procure some stakes.
Pull a
Sure
female
got
upper body.
something
Huh?
Sure got something to the cellar.
In the cellar?
Oh, I give one of them my quarterstaff.
Sure. Okay.
It has a quarter on it.
This.
What is that?
So, as the skeleton hands come out of the clothes and grab onto the quarter
No, I wrapped them. I like shredded clothing and wrapped it up.
Oh, in their hands?
Yeah, I made it so
Okay,
like
no,
They had like
okay.
pincher hands.
You could have just given them gloves.
if he had gloves, then yes.
No, you get. I don't think you
Not
got
William?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, well.
But we'll say that you make.
I'm
hands,
saying I like stripped shirts. I wrapped it around their fingers and stuff. Made it like
Things go bump.
oh nice.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right.
I'm gonna take a javelin and snap the pointy bit off.
Okay. Handing it to Remmy.
No, one of the other.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, one at a time.
One of them for now, yeah.
I went at one of the skeletons. You come forward. I pointed him.
That gets a sword ready immediately.
Remember, it's like we practiced the games like I told you.
Attack him, but
Yeah.
don't hurt him too bad.
I like that face.
You. The skeleton. I told the skeleton to do that.
Oh, don't hurt. Okay. Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
help Rennie too bad.
Oh.
All right.
Don't need
You
it.
see my moves.
Roll the hit for the skeleton.
Okay.
Should we roll initiative?
Yes. Let's roll initiative.
That is a
Gobs is so amped right now.
5.
7.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember, Remmy, it's all in the feet, yeah. Remember the footwork I showed you.
All right. So as Remmy sort of grips onto the sword, backs away, takes a pose a little bit, goes to strike at the skeleton, and that's a 5.
All right. Skeleton.
No. Sorry. No. 7.
Skeleton. It misses.
That's
Skeleton.
right, remember, we all miss sometimes, yeah. You're just setting up that next hit.
That is a 15.
Yeah. 15 hits.
Takes his head off.
To bonk.
Can I just do like 2 points of damage? I told him not to hurt him too bad.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do 2 points.
Yeah, I'll do 8 points of damage.
8 points?
1 point.
Okay, 1 point. Okay, gotcha.
Truly just
Just like a bruise, nothing to.
Okay,
really
yeah, so whacks him with the side of the javelin stick and oh!
I can promise you that Undermountain will hit you much harder.
You feel no pain, yeah.
He goes to hit again, 7.
Pain is in the mind.
Like holding onto his side, like goes to stab, and the skeleton just sort of steps away a little bit.
10?
10 does hit, yeah.
1 point damage.
Okay, alright. 10.
Misses. Oh wait, they don't have the. Oh, it still misses. They don't have the shield, so.
Okay,
Yeah, that still misses though.
alright. So,
Remember on the misstrain hit back. Go down
okay,
and up.
he pulls his sword back a little bit more,
Dirty 20.
totally exposing his complete upper torso.
Another point of damage. How's he looking?
Okay.
Is he looking okay?
Oh, he's beat up pretty bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
I tell the skeleton to stop.
okay.
I'll let him get one more swing in.
4.
Jesus Christ, dude!
For the dummy, I rolled a 17, 17. No, it was a 19, 19, 17. And now I have rolled 2 4s and a 2. Killing it.
Alright.
So yeah, just beating up like.
Alright. I tell the skeleton to stop. Would you mind using some...
Your laundry sucks, man!
I don't have any spells.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he
fine.
throws the sword down. Fuck that sword.
The good doctor comes in and goes, I am actually a doctor. Excuse my previous behavior. And I pull out a medical bag and...
Hello, doctor.
Peel
Kind of
my...
looks at you all like weird, like.
Trust me, I'm a trained medical professional.
Yes, he has healed us on multiple occasions.
He's brought me back to life, yeah.
There was a moment where God was dead and I brought him back. Alright.
Keep me down.
He like sits down on the back of the couch that comes sits
I
down.
heal him for 7.
Okay, yeah, fine.
I once, I was in a hurricane once, and Gob sucked it up.
God didn't... It was more than a... It was an air elemental that God ate.
Alright, feels better. Alright, let's do this again.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that's right.
The last healing thing I have is just my
I can't heal him again, and I won't be able to... If these wounds were to reopen, I can't perform this procedure again until you get some...
Hit me again.
You know, sometimes a sword.
Send them again.
Alright.
I don't use a sword. I use my hands. Yeah.
Alright, so as he jerks forward, 9 doesn't hit.
Alright. It swings back at him. That's a 14.
Yep.
1 point of damage.
bonk. Ah!
14.
That's a hit.
So like, it comes up like trying to stab up, misses the blade, but actually takes the hilt of the sword and like hits the top of the skeleton's jaw.
Alright. How much damage?
Oh yeah, sorry, I got him. Yeah, I forgot.
I believe in him.
Yeah. 3 damage.
That's bludgeoning, isn't it?
That's bludgeoning.
That's 6 damage.
It's not slashing. Oh.
Vulnerability,
Oh.
bludgeoning.
So you hear like a and like, oh did I hurt him?
Oh no! Don't worry, they can't feel
And break
pain.
his jaw?
They
Can't
can't.
feel pain?
Nope. They're not alive.
Can I?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They're
They're like beating up at your energy.
Yeah.
Smart, but he's doing that and swings at him. That's a 30 20.
Shit!
Yeah, sucked in the jaw.
Alright, I'm done. Oh my god. Oh
The good doctor goes to the dummy and says, the skeleton, check its jaw to see the damage. He goes, that was a rather impressive hit, actually.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was. Yeah.
Well,
no. Gob's
wonderful.
my favorite. I guess Gob's my favorite. Gob's my favorite.
Gob is a superb fighter, and as long as you keep training with him, you'll be more than...
So I'm one of you guys right now, like, right? I'm Furiosian.
Yeah, we talked
Let's
about
say
talked about a
initiate.
test, Yeah.
Initiate Furiosian.
You're not
Furiosian
quite,
initiate.
You're not quite us yet.
I would welcome an initiate. An
That's why I
initiate.
said it's initiate.
A student, if you will. Gob's first
Gob walks
student.
up. His arm around me. Yeah.
Yeah, you would be the student of Gobs.
So what do I do? He's like doing the sword, like in the shadow, kind of listening to you, but not kind of not. Where do I sleep?
You will not be sleeping here.
You can sleep in the warrior's chamber with me.
Is that the bathroom?
It's the basement.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do you have a home?
Yeah.
Roll
You live with your parents?
I mean,
I'm gonna roll an insight.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
I don't think God cares enough.
That is a 15.
15?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, you're pieced together. He didn't even think about that. He was just, so excited about.
Go back home. We can train you later.
All right, so I show up like super early tomorrow, right?
We aren't going to be here tomorrow.
What time is it right now?
Probably like
It's like 8, 9.
We'll leave super early, pretty much in the morning.
Yeah, so I'll be here. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We
Can I get a real one of these? Because like maybe that's what it was. It was it's like fake.
If it would only be fair that they would get real weapons and they would hurt you a lot more.
I can take it.
You weren't able to handle the broken stick.
He cheated.
They are incapable.
There's more of them than me.
Yeah,
There was
what you wear in there?
Hmm?
What you wear in there?
Flannel. Kinkies.
Oh! Did William wear leather armor? No, he didn't wear armor. He was a sorcerer.
Also, his armor is in a jar.
Oh yes, this is where
That's brutal.
This is where we keep William on the shelf next to the dragon head.
No,
Does
he
she
stays in
still
my
has
bag.
Yeah.
A jar of William.
Hold on, let me.
You know, I don't wear armor. It's pretty obvious. And what the muscles do what they gave Dex for me. Maybe we see what kind of a fighter you are. You might not need the armor. You might need the armor. Who knows?
Be more.
It's an equipment issue for sure.
Yeah.
Just only in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skins.
May I speak to your family?
I have to?
Yes.
I'm like totally an adult.
What are the laws of Waterdeep? In most rural towns, he would be married by now.
Yes, I know, but I just want to let them know.
Do I have to get married?
No, most of the
Married
places
to
I
the
live are
warrior's
most.
spirit.
It's like I'm
I
not
just don't want to leave
technically
them.
I'm not a king unless
I just don't want them to be left in the dark of what is happening.
Oh, that would be more than welcome. I'm gonna take the skeletons over to the basement.
So Hal's gonna follow him home.
Man,
and he's gonna let some.
I guess I'll disassemble them so they turn back to his normal bones.
or a hole.
Well, no, because they'll.
Just shove them in a closet.
I'll lose control. Oh, I guess. Well, one of them's.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I mean,
Not
yeah,
sure
once you
Gobs
like
will come
relieve
in.
the like dismiss
He's
them
gonna
sort of,
go
it's
to
just
his
a
family.
power.
I just want to make sure I'm able to do
Yeah,
that.
you
Yes,
wanna come with?
I'm sure you are. Yeah,
All right.
you're controlling them. So all right. So as Hal sort of pretends like he's like going to bed. Good doctor, you're going up to deal with the skeletons. Gob, you're just kind of standing there. There's a moment you guys just look at each other. And all right, so yeah, tomorrow. And he kind of like turns around to the dragon's head and is like, "Oh,
That's right.
who would have seen it? I will."
Yeah, we'll do it really
I see him already, like, drops the sword and, like, quickly opens up the door, and you see that there are two boys at the steps, like, you really saw me? Shuts the
Hal?
door.
Well, Hal is there still. He didn't actually.
That's true, you're still right there, so you saw the whole thing. Yeah. And they're, like, all high-fiving, and
I'm
then
gonna
they start
follow him.
walking.
I'm just gonna follow him.
Sure, make a stealth check.
I wasn't gonna stealth him. I asked him.
Oh,
Like,
you're still gonna follow?
I was gonna say I would like to speak to your family.
So, yeah, so the door shuts, and then they're all, like, high-fiving, and you open up the door.
Like a mad dad.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I said,
Guys, this is Hal.
I said I would like to speak with
This is
your
a full
family.
dragon, man.
I would like to speak with your family.
It's late, you know what I mean? Like, you have to?
These guys are asleep.
Yes.
Can we reschedule this?
Come on,
Yeah.
man. We're tired.
Trust me, it'll be good.
I
I don't know. Kind of stranger danger.
Dog can come too.
Oh,
Right.
God probably would. Would he come?
Yeah,
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah, I'm training.
Oh!
I'm training your son. I don't wanna. You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm 20. Like, I'm totally my own man.
I think by this time,
Natural 20 persuasion check?
by this time the
Are you
good
persuading
doctor.
Gob or them?
Them. That is a, so
The other kids like start like kind of showing him like, dude, be your family. Like, come on, man. Like,
that's 23.
That's a powerful Furiosians.
I think by this time the good doctor would come back up and open the door and be like, "Oh, are you meeting the parents of the trainee?"
Am I?
Do this like a whole thing. Yeah, come on over for dinner. All right, fine. It's gonna be all Furiosians. Where's Gob?
Gob.
Gob comes jumping down from the window.
Lando wanted
Don't
to
fucking fucking Gob. Look at that. They start high-fiving each other.
Yeah.
Lando wanted the children breaking their spines.
No.
All right, so the three of you go and meet this young man's family. The parents are extremely happy to see you. Not really supportive about him going into Undermountain, so there's a definite like.
Oh, I think the good doctor definitely reiterates we have no intention of bringing him
So-
down.
You guys meet them, and
Audience.
then is there anything else you guys want to get accomplished this evening?
No.
Okay, so you go back to the manor and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody is rested.
Now the parents know. Now the family knows.
Yep.
Okay, so
And we make them sign a contract. If he dies, it's on us.
wake up pretty early since everybody
Fuck
got
you.
a early night's rest at 6 a.m. Excuse me, 6 a.m.
Alright.
What are the plans?
We are gonna head back down and regroup, and we're gonna start pushing back into XANATHAR territory.
Okay,
Yeah, push them.
I feel
You
like
all
Gob
head
would
back
call,
down.
I'm gonna run up to them immediately as they get there and.
Well, first, when we go to the Yawning Portal,
so that's what we're gonna do first. So eventually, Durnan's wife, who you recognize at this point, is taking sort of the early hour shift as the staff is starting to get the place ready to go for the day, and she looks at you and goes, early.
we're trying to figure
Early
out
entrance.
how to how we pay for going down, since we keep going up and down.
Correct. No, here's the thing. So when Turner set this whole thing up, it's not usual that people return. I think it's completely crude, and I definitely think it sets people up for failure. But as long as he doesn't go back in, you find compromises in a marriage. I think that he's interested in minimizing or even deleting the fee, but he definitely wants to see something back to the bar. So,
Store.
is there a time that we can set up to introduce the Furiosians to Waterdeep officially for the first time that we will sponsor?
Without a doubt, actually. When
Yes.
would we?
Can we do it for tonight?
Kind of overperforming myself.
We
Tonight
can
we
make no
plan to
guarantee.
go.
I'm unsure how much you've heard of the other mountain, but
I know enough to know that I don't want him to.
we're not planning on it. But we're unsure about the exact time. Currently, we're pushing into enemy territory.
The next time we surface, we can.
without a doubt. And
You guys
if
don't see yourself surfacing this evening?
Not this evening, but possibly tomorrow.
I don't see all of you coming up. Are some of them sleeping down there?
yes,
Bizarre.
we've created
We've slept down there too.
We've created a sort of headquarters down there.
We might come back up this evening, but again, it probably won't be all of us.
Well, actually,
I think we can make that work. If it's not all of you, at least some of you.
it's an enclosed environment. Elimae totally could make it up.
And if it's at night.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah, we could totally make
Even
it.
if it's but the more of you, the better for sure. And then I think he'll take care of that. But he will want like sponsored visits every once in a while, just to sort of talk to the people. And I think that would be enough to get rid of that pesky fee.
Then, without a doubt, we'll aim to come back tonight.
If we're not back tonight, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes.
Depends on what
We
we
need
get
time
into.
because I'm gonna announce it to everybody. Like we're gonna promote this.
What time is it now? Like 6.
Six.
Early 6, yeah.
We could totally make it back
We
for the
we
night.
can make it back, so long as we don't, of course,
Take it.
perish. He laughs.
We'll make it back this evening.
Yeah. I mean, God's
it's-
willing that you don't perish. I mean,
it's-
for sure, your health is more important than
And later.
some publicity stunt. But if you could make it back tonight,
Expect us
I
at
will take your word at it, and we will. What an entrance to make coming up from Undermountain to.
I might, you might see your little slight thug on the.
We're gonna get into a fight with something and people are gonna have like limbs falling off. Guys, we made it!
You might see a little slight thug on the platform.
Gobs split in half, barely alive.
Well, I'll take you all at your word,
one of our
and
associates that we've met down there coming up with us.
Hal strangled with his
Special
tail.
arrangements we might have.
Oh, could you
as long as it doesn't threaten anybody.
Could you be sure there might be a young man named Remmy who's quite fond of us? Please be sure that he does not enter Undermountain, if at all possible.
Ready.
Remmy, young man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Got
about
a good
20.
look to him.
Just by himself?
Yes.
He might
This
have
is where
some.
Jordan and I sort of, you'd be surprised how many people I stop from going in Undermountain.
Thank you so
So-
much.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll take you three at your word. Of course, let me assist you down. She sort of makes her way to the platform, and she goes, "Of course, nothing now, but hoping to see you tonight.
Of
We'll make
course.
a big deal about it. So don't make us look foolish." So,
We're one of the few people who've actually come back repeatedly.
it does happen sometimes, but it's been quite a while.
Wonderful. And we head down.
Okay.
So perhaps we should fight the butcher guy.
So you all
just
head
realized,
down.
I meant to have Gob take off the butcher's robe before we went up. Gob was just parading around the butcher's robe on, or the entire time.
Blood dripping down, you know.
Yeah.
I would assume that you would have taken it off.
All right.
Okay, are they down?
What?
Do I see them?
Oh, this.
So
Yeah, you know.
eventually, yeah, they do. I mean, they know where you guys are at. So eventually, the door opens up where the statues are, and you sort of hear a little bit of movement around. Make your way out with Ryo.
All right.
I can catch you up.
Wonderful.
I can catch you up for it.
We have vans,
We have a problem.
and that is.
The butcher that we killed is alive again.
I'm not surprised.
Why?
You don't know. I don't know.
Okay, real quick. Y'all were present when the hag said they were bringing that back, right?
No.
Oh, I thought that was a conversation that was had in front of everyone.
I thought that it was happening between you.
Yeah,
and
it was just you guys.
Oh my god! I thought that was this whole time. Yes.
They said that yes, his sad loss or whatever they said. That's all they said. That's all we
The
knew.
three fates were displeased at the loss of the butcher. I'm not shocked that they brought it back.
Well, Charles not happy about that at all.
I'm not happy about it either.
That might be.
Hey, what you laughing over there, punk?
Who are you talking to, though?
You see, this is a trophy.
God is
I love that was your contribution to the conversation. Like, I am also displeased with these news.
Hal just looks at God, looking at like a wall. Like, who are you talking to?
Unfortunately, the butcher is an associate of the hag, and therefore whatever organization they all work with, which I presume is family.
We are tasked with killing this thing again.
And if we do that, we risk destroying the very fragile relationship we have with three things are most certainly not hags that control that area of the dungeon.
I understand, but what
We
do you do about
should
Urkel?
talk to Urkel about it.
He's not happy.
Then we'll have to discuss this with him.
Yes, this is information he needs to know.
Let's do that first, and then head to Xanathar territory.
Also, by the way, we're kind of a big deal up there.
What do you mean?
We have fans. Or a fan. Oh,
A
wait,
fan?
We have fans.
Tell me more.
His name is Rennie. He is rather enthusiastic about joining the Furiosians.
I'm training him.
Just
How-
a regular old person.
Regular kid.
You guys are gonna. He wants to come down here.
He has a good feel about him.
We're not bringing him down, of course.
Okay.
But we are open to joining him.
Another
Picture this. I'm standing right here in front of you, right?
Right.
I'm kind of standing like this, so it's like to the side. He's standing in front of me, but looking at me also to the side of you.
Okay.
Like God was looking at himself.
Got it.
And Remmy was
following
looking
you.
at me.
Fair.
But it's him.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he taller than you?
He is tall.
Another.
I love the pause.
One question to cut a man's heart out.
Another thing. We will be resurfacing all together later tonight to make an appearance in
exchange for free transport.
All together as in me as well.
Yes.
During the evening, yes.
At night, yeah.
You are completely passing for a mortal.
This is still dangerous.
It's during night and closed building.
I don't have a really good reputation with that bar. So
Gob's
Go to
gonna,
the
you're
goose.
gonna see Gob's gonna reach into his bag real quick and pull a disguise kit.
oh, I have a ton of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can make it
Well,
work.
they expect Elimae.
Right. I'm gonna have to think on that and get back to you.
We already made agreements.
Well, we might have to make an unagreement.
well, we discussed that all of us would be preferable, but she's okay if only some of us show up.
Okay.
She
Sure.
understands. Yep.
Yeah.
She understands that the situations may arise on. But as it stands,
Wait the show though. Yeah.
that is in
I'm so excited for you guys.
14, 15 hours, so
We'll
plenty of
have
time
time.
to discuss.
Yes. Okay.
As it stands, let's push forward. We have goblins to kill.
All right.
Let's inform our trial of the butcher room.
We do need to talk to our
Acquaintance, stop by.
Head over to Charles' office.
Okay, here we go. Sweet. So you head over to Urchar's office.
Right? Knock on the door.
Okay, knock on the door. No answer.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Are there other people around? Do you know where Charles is?
You're not gonna. Yes.
Isn't it?
In his office?
Yeah, he's in his office.
Is he sleeping?
Probably.
Knock, we knock louder.
Knock louder.
Yeah.
You're thorough.
Sleeping.
Coffee time, bitch.
Clearly not.
Hey, don't do that. He's sleeping.
Oh,
We have really important information.
Gonna have to wait.
It's about the creature that is in the northern territory.
The butcher.
You see this bib? It was his. That was mine.
We can show him
But
it's in.
apparently now he's back.
We'll discuss this later. Urchar's already aware of it. He can avoid it until we can take care of it.
Okay. If you think that's best.
I think it's more than enough. The butcher is plenty of meat to keep it safe.
He's also still killing Herrera's men.
There's still Herrera's men.
That's what he said.
Then
Well, he said he was
Herrera's men will
butchering. He
have
said he
to
was
be-
butchering them. He didn't
Yeah,
say
he
it
said he was butchering them.
Then that is Herrera's men to deal with.
You guys know there was a pile of bodies in there when you guys had entered in, so.
And it's also plenty of meat in the other rooms for it to deal with.
Alright.
Yes,
as long as it's not a
confusing.
problem to us.
We don't talk about the portal, but there is meat in those rooms.
The
But
world.
I'm so curious how it.
We're low on meat anyway.
I'm not going back there.
Well,
No.
The drama.
There are some questions that we're not asking.
This is one
when
of
we
them?
kill goblins. It's what we know. It's what we do.
There's no meat involved.
not you, of course.
Oh, I know, yeah. You wouldn't be critics come back. Yeah.
But we save the big creatures for God. Manticores,
Yes.
trolls.
Absolutely. Alright, so where are we going?
Challenging.
Medicine.
We go back to the area.
With the pillar, the obelisk.
Yeah, actually, Good Doctor is going to summon 6 skeletons.
Okay. Do you have 8 currently?
I have
No, because you just
Yeah.
dismissed the other 2.
I have 6 skeletons.
So you have six of them. Okay. Alright. Okay, so you start heading through the dungeon. Where exactly are you guys wanting to go?
I think back where we were.
The obelisk.
Back to the obelisk room? Okay, so head back there.
I'm being careful too. I'm checking like.
Oh wait, I summoned
doors.
5.
Okay.
I'm gonna be smart about that.
Okay.
I'm checking the doors and everything, making sure that there's no more explosives before I open them.
Make an investigation check.
Kick out the
Unless sure.
Okay.
Unless something changes, we'll go with that number throughout the dungeon as you open up each door.
Wait, is this
Yeah.
a perception check?
Investigation check.
Oh, I'll roll the investigation check. I'm up higher.
There's a 20.
No, never mind. He's good.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, so Hal's leading the charge, kind of like Gob right next to him, checking
Skeletons.
for each
I have-
doors.
A skeleton, maybe 30 feet ahead of us, that will just open the doors.
Well, that kind of defeats.
That kind of defeats what they're doing.
But this, I guess if you have a high investigation roll, I don't need the skeleton.
We know what to look out for because of how we saw it before.
Alright.
Okay, so as you're sort of going
I
through
don't want to get
each
fired
door,
again.
you open up the door that actually did explode. You have the 2 sides of the hallway that have the sort of barricades up. You're gonna go up
Can
the
God
left
do
one
a
to go to
little
that obelisk room.
Yeah,
Yes.
do a little bit more work, destroy the barricades. Just try to like slowly widen out the path. So it's
I mean, if you want to
easier.
take the 10 minutes that it would take to
Yeah.
kind of disassemble the barricade and move
We're good,
everything
I got
aside.
this. Be super quick, yeah.
Okay. So if you guys want to take 10 minutes to just sort of disassemble the barricade, we can do that. All right.
We should probably look for the goblin that ran and go down
Yeah.
the direction he went.
So we go down to obelisk room. We go down the hall that the goblin ran.
Okay. So open up the door, go into the obelisk room, and then head down that diagonal hallway. Goes in one direction for about 100 feet, and then it kind of zigzags, takes a 90-degree turn, and zigzags down about another 70 feet. And then it straightens out, goes down for about another 30 feet to a door.
I'm gonna roll perception here, see if I hear anything on the other side of this door.
Okay.
Advantage. Let's see, that's 26.
26. Okay. As you listen into this door and everybody sort of around you gets quiet, it's very faint, but you do hear the struggling, like rattling breathing of someone on the other side of this door.
I think the goblin injured is on the other side of this door.
Does it sound familiar to God? Can God like put
God didn't hear it.
I'm
I was the only one that heard
I'm
it.
gonna
easier up there and see if it
Roll a
sounds.
roll a perception check.
I'm gonna see if this is trapped too. Like I'm just checking the door, see if
I'm
there's
using detect magic on the door.
The investigation check doesn't seem like the door's trapped.
Okay.
You don't get anything, but hold on one second.
Ooh.
God got a 6. Good old sexy 6.
Gobs like, oh, don't know about my knowledge or anything.
No. He goes, wait. Yeah. Sounds like my breathing.
Yeah, I hear
It's
nothing.
on the other side.
Nope. Don't get anything.
I'm over
I
there.
don't like that woo and then nothing.
He's
Just check
probably
my
not
notes.
gonna help open the door. We'll step back.
Alright. Step back 30 feet. Skeleton opens the door.
Okay.
Boom.
So as the skeleton opens up the door, you hear the again very labored breathing. Who's there? Answer me!
Does it sound like a goblin? Or is it...
We'll end the session there. This is 10:50.
Wow.
So
We did
we
nothing.
will find out. I mean, it was we're catching up after Christmas and things like that. So
I mean, I loved it. I like bullshit sessions. like
yeah,
this.
but yeah, we've
All
got
together tonight, alright?
we know where we're going now. So anyway, so figure out whose voice that is next session. Again, thank you guys so much. I'm always keeping up to date with what's going on with the analytics and things. So it's really exciting to see that
I saw it too.
there's a little bit of momentum
Top 100.
happening. Like I'm excited. I really do. I don't want to get it wrong. Like we definitely started this for us, but if people are enjoying this, which I hope, of course, I don't know. This whole thing has just been on the point. So thank you very much, and we'll definitely see you next week.
Let me see my D4.